No. Gahoo. Gahoo. 12 minutes till KTRD hands over the reins to their broadcast to us, the Husky Boys out in Rose Park. Polyester Blend starts in 12 minutes. We can't wait. Got a great show here for you tonight. Great show. People. 8:53, so of course we must do... What the fuck is this? People, it's 8:53, so we must do our work. We must give you the forecast this week for North Gold Hill, our broadcasting range out in the West Desert. Looks like tonight we're going to get partly cloudy and windy, kids, up to 24 miles per hour. Batten down the hatches, as they say. Bring in all your garbage you keep outside. Let's be honest. Some of you are leaving garbage outside because there's a bunch of garbage that gets blown into my yard. I don't care which one of you, but one of you has done it. So just clean up your shit. Back to the weather. Looks like a low of 26 tonight. Ooh, it's going to get chilly the rest of the week, people. We are looking at the high to all over the teens at night, so it's going to be below freezing for sure. Barely going to be above freezing. In fact, it won't even make it there tomorrow. 30 degrees is a high tomorrow, 35, 34, Thursday and Friday. Saturday warms up into next week. We'll warm up absolutely. That's right, 8:53 weather on KTRD. Polyester Blend coming up, 6 minutes. People, for those who don't know, we are on KTRD right now. KTRD might be a shock to some people, but we are actually broadcasting over the waves out there in the west. That's a shot of our shack out there. It's good stuff. That's our broadcasting range out there in the North Gold Hill. It doesn't go that far. We're just southeast of Dutch Mountain. We're looking to change some things here. We are broadcasting from the Hastings Dip. There's a shot of the shack out there. And here's a shot. People like to know, hey, that's what it looks like inside of that shack I just showed you. There's the shack. Here's what it looks like inside. We feed our stuff, our broadcast to the shed, and it broadcasts out there. But we also are live on YouTube. We understand. Might be a little bit more popular to broadcast on the interwebs these days. Plus, our signal isn't that far, so we admit it. But I'd be remiss, people, if I didn't bring up that we have a feature that we just got the telephone company because they said we don't work on payphones anymore. I'm like, but these people out here in the West Desert, they don't have any other way to communicate. So people don't know this, but for some time now, we've had a payphone not too far outside of the shack. See it right there? It's been there for a while, and it turns out I got a recording earlier. We got a camera of it. There was a person, and we're going to do this every week from now on, the KTRD Payphone Call of the Week. That's right. We're going to get the Payphone Call of the Week, where we get a local, a North Gold Hill or someone in the West Desert. If you want to drive out to the payphone and leave a message, you can. And this week it looks like, it must be this little guy. Or is it a man? I can tell if that's a man or a boy. Either way, it looks like they're all dressed up, maybe because today is President's Day, but Let's take a listen. Let's see what their question of the week is. Let's listen in here.
Hi, this is Benedict Tom Arnold. My friends my one friend calls me Benny. I'm so nervous. I'm a longtime viewer, longtime listener of KTRD, Polyester Blend, big fan. But as you can see, I am kind of a revolutionary nut. I love it. That new documentary by Ken Burns, loved it from top to bottom. Loved it. But I'm kind of currently just wavering. I got done with high school and haven't really been waiting for my calling. No pun intended about calling you guys. So I've just kind of been bumming around and just kind of hanging around North Goldhill. But I thought I'd finally call. I know you guys got the payphone going. So my question in honor of the President's Day, as you can tell, I'm a Prez head. I'm a big Prez head. And I love Pez. I'm a Pez head and a Prez head. Again, they call me Benny. My question is this. What are the top 5 presidential facial hairs of all time? What are the top facial... you guys, I sent over the photos. I clipped them out. I went to the library. I Xeroxed. I clipped and sent them over. So check a look. There's 11 presidents that have their portraits with facial hair. I'd love the polyheads, the huskies to rank the top 5. I'll take this later. I can't wait to watch the show. I'm a big fan. Again, name's Benny. Anyone want to cosplay the Revolutionary War, which didn't happen in Utah, but we can pretend. Imagination's a hell of a thing. Anyway, have a great show. Polyester Blend for life.
Wow. Benny, we're going to get to your question when the show starts because it's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock, Benny. We will answer your question during Polyester Blend because people, it is, of course, 9 p.m. on a Wednesday. You know that can mean one thing and one thing only. It's time for a little Polyester Blend. Big show tonight. KTRD, home of the Polyester Blend Network, is now on the air. Welcome to another broadcast day. Polyester Blend Live streams Mondays at 8 o'clock over the internet from the Schledio in Salt Lake City, Utah. It is also simulcast from UHF station KTRD, 299 megahertz frequency from Hastings Dip in Utah's West Desert. As Polyester Blend Network and KTRD starts its broadcast day, we ask you to join us as we dissect, try to understand, poke fun, and also share our love of this strange Utah existence. But before we get to the... That's right. President's Day. Us wearing the outfits there with the wigs. I should start wearing those wigs. Not because I'm a fan of the look.
I don't want to get married.
I get it, guys. I get it.
You understand that?
You know, it's all gone at some point. Just wear a wig. Put a bunch of that powder shit in, perfume, make it smell nice. People, President's Day. You know, kind of a rough holiday. Not only in 2026, where it's especially rough to be celebrating the United States president. I don't know if a lot of these, most of these gents don't need a lot of celebrating. You did your duties. You're dead. We don't need to talk about it more. What we do need to talk about is the state of the Utah Jazz, a huge segment here on Polyester Blend. We're so glad you're with us. People, it's Monday. It's 9 o'clock. It's time for Polyester Blend. Paulie Shore. Oh, people, that's it. Look how nuts this looks. Oh, I want to keep this for a second. Want to keep this for a second. People, we're in the Schledio in Rose Park. We got a full night of fun and merriment. We got guests joining. I'm leaving this up. This looks crazy. This looks nuts. Again, my name is Ryan Schlegel. Good to be here with you. Good to be here. Wearing my USA jersey that I got years ago with Michellios on it. Got a little worried when I saw it said size large. I'm not a big jersey guy, you know. Have you ever seen Kevin Smith? God bless him. Husky boys don't need to be wearing hockey jerseys when there's no padding or you're not playing. Not exactly the most attractive look, but people, I wear it today. Yeah, okay, President's Day and all that. But again, it's more about the people out there striving every day. That's the USA I'm celebrating. The people keeping their heads high as much as they can when it's rough out there. But in honor of the USA women's hockey team, stomping the Swedes, stomping them 5-0 on their way to the gold medal game 2 days from now. They look unbeatable. Ugh. Don't want to jinx it. But oof, Canada. We beat up Canada already. We beat up Canada in another tournament. Canada, watch out. USA's coming for you. Anyway, honor. Great job, women's hockey. I mean, we've won gold before. We've won silver. It's usually between us and Canada. But this program, where it's at since I was a kid to now, especially with the Women's Professional Hockey League, which let's get one in Salt Lake. Love to see that. That Professional Women's Hockey League is doing fantastic. Speaking of fantastic people, if you haven't already checked it out, we are, of course, on Instagram. Giving that one guy all the money. The Facebook dude. I'm glad I don't remember his name right now. What do I need to give him more of a plug? Anyway, seems like this is the only place where people I like are on-ish. Let me know if there's more platforms, people. God knows. But check us out on Instagram for more news, more posts. Just posted a little bit, trying to do the video intro to the show more and more. Check it out. I'm going to clip stuff out. So check us out on Instagram. Polyester Blend live on Instagram. We got a full show night tonight, people. State of the Utah Jazz is going to take over our second hour. The reason I wanted to do that is I don't know what the hell's going on with these Jazz. So we're going to have our friends, big Jazz heads, come in and give their opinions about it. But speaking of basketball, if you have not been here before, we usually do a basketball shot to get the night going, to see if we're going to have a show. Kind of like, are we going to have a good show? Are we going to have a good show? Well, let's find out. Let's find out, because I'm telling you, I need good luck. And what we do is we do this basketball shot. And if I get this shot in here, people, if I get this basketball shot in, we're going to have a good show. And not only that, Trump's not going to rig the elections. And we're going to have a streak of 30 good presidents. Yeah, baby! For those who don't know, I'm on a heater. I knocked out that camera, but I'm on a heater. Knock that camera right out. Woo! Kids, we're going to have a great show in 30 great presidents in a row. You love to see it, people. You love to see it. Speaking of love to see it, for those who have been a fan of the show for some time, don't forget that we do have to keep an eye out for a little friend of ours who showed up last night. People, I thought Chunk was gone, but people, Chunk the skunk watch. Chunk showed up last night. Here's a camera outside right now. Let's see if Chunk shows up. Oh, there he is. Bastard Chunk. I don't want to be sprayed. I don't have problems with animals. I just don't want to be sprayed. Get out of here, Chunk. Anyway, we will keep checking in on Chunk the skunk cam, because this is no joke, people. Live skunk right out there. Right out there. This door, we could open up. There could be a skunk waiting right there to spray me. Ruin my Chelly jersey. Don't ruin my Chelly jersey. Skunk? I want to be your pal. I don't want this anger, but anyway, Chunk the Skunk is back, people, so we must watch for this. We must. As always, people, a segment here on Polyester Blend. Oof, look at this, nice. Hey. Good to see you. Welcome to the show. People, for those who don't know, we have a new tradition on Polyester Blend. So many traditions. We're just thinking in all cylinders here. Well, actually, before we get to that, how you doing? You doing okay? I hope so. For some of us in the world, this was a 3-day weekend. And I'm telling you right now, I don't know if it's as you get older. Sure, when I was younger, I loved these kind of weekends. But the weekend where you don't do nothing except clean up the old domicile, people. That cobweb you've been staring at for months. Oof. This weekend, zap, vacuum, and cleaning toilets. No one wants to do it, but you gotta do it unless you hire someone. But I don't know. I don't know if I got that kind of money sitting around. But it feels so good to get that done. It's just a reminder. If you're sitting on some task, I do this all the time. Don't say, calling the kettle the color black. But you got to get it done, people, because it feels so good. And also you realize, for me at least, oof, a lot of filth. I got to clean up. I'm surrounded by filth. My shit, not my partner's shit. That stuff is clean as a whistle. Also, people, I think there's some of us out there in the great Husky tradition of saying goodbye to clothes that no longer fit. Oh boy. This shirt I'm wearing underneath right now, let's just say some of the buttons have already popped underneath this jersey. And it's like, sometimes you got to say la vie to these clothes and just get rid of it. Just get rid of the shit. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you right now, when you go, and I mean go, meaning heartbeat, brain, all gone. And your brain isn't in some jar. You haven't downloaded your consciousness to some AI. I say when you're gone, someone's going to have to clean up this shit. And it sucks. So just get rid of your shit. Don't make people care about your dumb shit, okay? This is an ongoing message of Polyester Blend. Speaking of an ongoing message on Polyester Blend, he is an ongoing sweetheart in my life who's just stepping it up, making sure that at 9:11 at night, if the sun shows up, that he's got sunglasses ready to go if that sun shows up. He is, of course, not even hearing what I'm saying at all. He is, of course, the Podfather. The Podfather himself. And we let him take his time. We let him take his time. What do you think? How long have the sun's been down for what, 3 hours? How long has his sunglasses been around? Oh, people! This guy's already gonna have audio connected. They're all trickling in. They're all trickling in. They trickle in one by one. One guy shows up, doesn't have audio. The other guy shows up wearing headphones from 1994 in honor of his favorite jazz season. No, the good man from a snowless Montana, I think, right? Aren't you in the same boat as us where we just got nothing? You got nothing up there? Jeff Guay, everybody. Can you hear me? Are you talking? Hello. Hey, there he is. My God. Jeff, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good, bro.
I'm so glad you're here.
Did I walk in? Did I jump in on this while you were doing like
no.
a little POTUS? Were you doing a little POTUS just a second ago?
We're doing some POTUS talk. We got a question I'm going to ask you guys. Got a question. We had our first ever thing happen. We got to ask this guy. Clay, you got your audio connected? Are you with us?
Yeah, I'm working now. What's that?
There we go. Clay, what are we doing with those sunglasses? Sun went down about 3 hours ago, bro. Are you going to need those at some point? Those going to pop up at some point? You never know.
It's been one of those days, man. I've been working, man. I've been working for the show, man.
Right. Yeah, because I was going to say you had the day off, but you put the work in. And so did Jeff Guay for a great segment here tonight, guys. State of the Utah Jazz. Oh, boy. Can't wait to hear because I'm so confused.
Did Ryan take the night off?
And Ryan Bradford did take the night off.
Okay.
He was like,
I wasn't sure. Now
like,
I don't see him on the screen.
He was
now
like,
it's all making sense.
Me and Jessica have, and he's like, you guys are just going to talk about the Jazz, aren't you? I'm like, he's like,
he didn't even text. He didn't even text
he was,
the polyester blend thread like, hey, I'm not taking that off. He didn't even say anything.
And I always feel bad, Jeff, when the main guys of the show don't show up, I always feel bad because, like, we want to make sure everyone remembers who they are. Some fans are like, who's this Ryan Bradford? I don't know who we're talking about. So we always keep photos on hand, Jeff, so we can show the public as I struggle to find it. But we always keep photos on hand because we want to make sure, people remember who these Husky boys are. Oh, it's gone. Oh, maybe is this it? No, it's gone. We'll find it here later on, people. But I'm telling you, you got to remember this Ryan Bradford because he's a character. He's kind of got a funny look to him. That's why we like having him on the show. People, I don't know if you saw this, Clay, but for the first time ever on Polyester Blend, let me go back to it.
Poly Blend.
We had our the KTRD payphone call of the week, Clay. I don't know if you know this, but there's a payphone not too far from our shed out there in the West Desert. Do you know about this, Clay? Yeah, we got it up and running. So there's the station out there in KTRD. That's our broadcast arrangement. I just got it up and running. The telephone company didn't want to do it, but I was like, no one else. This is the way they communicate out here. So we got a phone out there, and we had a recording from Benedict Tom Arnold, this kid, or he's a man. We can't tell he's a man or a kid. But he wanted to ask you guys, what are the top 5 presidential facial hairs of all time? And gentlemen, I asked this question. I was like, it's a good question. How many of the presidents you guys know had facial hair in their official portrait? Anyone know?
Well, most of them in the 1800s.
I got a number for you, Clay. Give me a number. How many in their official portrait?
I'm gonna say 24.
24. Jeff Guay.
I'm gonna take the under on that.
Nice. You get the under. You win, buddy. 11. In the portrait.
Really?
Less than you would think of, Clay. I thought the same thing.
I guess they were pretty rosy early on.
The first one was our boy here, John Adams.
Mutton chops.
John Adams had the mutton chops. Next up was Van Buren, sticking but like fluffing them out, Jeff Guay, letting them run.
What were they? It looks like they had a run of some pretty thick alcohol.
But look at brother, we're all there. The next one is this. They jump all the way to guess who? Heard of him? Lincoln, who went with, of course, the mustache list. But that was a huge jump, Clay, from Van Buren to Lincoln. All those guys were clean shit.
Wait, like Jackson didn't have facial hair?
No, Dawg, he cleaned up. He used the skull of a Native American he bashed in to shave himself every day. The son of a bitch. Fucking Jackson.
Andrew Jackson?
Yeah, Grant. Oh, Jackson, bad dude. Grant, speaking of alcoholic, there's our boy Grant. Just nice, clean look.
Hey, wait, go back to Grant. Go back to Grant real quick.
Yeah.
Ryan, are you related to this guy at all? We got a little similar look, I think, with the kind of salt and pepper beard, I think, Well, it's similar, combing style.
Interesting.
Interesting. Hey, you're looking like older Grant these days. Not good, guys. Not good.
Late stage Grant.
Not
going
going
on.
well over here. We must watch this. We must. Next up is Hayes, who's going with the over. You can't even see his mouth. I mean, I don't. That it was.
Imagine the scent.
I know it was
just
a
the
leak.
scent emanating off this
just
guy.
like lamb chops. Like just lamb and like pig. And then
what kind of ointments and what kind of potions do you think he needed to apply to that?
And I was just thinking, Clay, I mean, I know it was illegal to kiss anybody, especially your wife in the 1800s, but like, would he have to like pull the mustache away to get in, or do you think there was not a lot of intimacy in the Hayes home, Clay?
I want you to consider the fact that this is him like his presidential photo. This is him cleaned up. President. This is like there's like 10, 15, there's 15. I don't know. There's 50 million people living in the United States at this point.
Yeah.
This is the top of the top. This is him cleaned up.
Well,
look at that hair.
Well, maybe that'll chop it up. We're looking for the top 5, gentlemen. Top 5. Of course, we then jump to Garfield, assassinated, dead.
That guy's got, he's got a. That's
fine.
a respectable coif.
And the mustache, I'm liking a lot more. And then, of course, then we got.
That's the king. That's the king as far. That's the king as far as I'm concerned.
I think it might be the number 1. Jeff, what are your thoughts?
Yeah.
I mean, he got the stash and the chops.
It's It's interesting how some of these guys are rocking beards that could really easily be worn by any number of men today. And then some of them are rocking stuff that you're like, you have to be like at a, I don't know, like a, I'm thinking like a Grateful Dead cover band
That's
night.
a great. You know what? Here's what this guy. The only people who can get this kind of facial hair are definitely going to camping grounds where they're doing like bluegrass. You know, like that. Like he just got the he's just got the roast going, and then he grabbed the mandolin, and now he's playing a little bluegrass. Because I mean, where else are you allowing this kind of facial hair? I just don't know.
The king.
And then we start moving to mustaches, where Cleveland, just the long mustache.
Cleveland looks like Bill Murray's brother.
Whoa, Brian Doyle Murray.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like if they made a biopic, if you could go back in time to a young Brian Doyle, do a biopic, he'd be starring as him. So
Jeff, I'm writing that down as a wish. The Brian Doyle Murray as Cleveland.
Wait a second. Are you keeping a list of like if you get cancer and Make-A-Wish Foundation comes over and they're like, what would you like, little cancerous boy? I know what I would like actually.
Also, I like that they would treat me as a little boy. They're like, mentally and socially, he's not progressed to manhood. So in the Make-A-Wish Foundation, Ryan's a child. Ryan's a child.
Is that the movie that recently came? The TV series that recently came out. Is it Grover Cleveland and Chester Arthur? Is that who they are?
No, it was Garfield. Garfield and
Arthur.
Which was,
okay.
I liked that show. It fizzled out towards the end, but I liked that show.
Okay. Those are great actors. I mean,
great actors. Just rounding up, Harrison goes back. The last beard, gentlemen, the last beard you'll see out of presidents was Harrison, who again was assassinated.
Was that because he was assassinated? They're like, maybe we should cool out on the beards for a while.
Yeah, I mean, Teddy dropped it big time. But also and then of course
we had a stash since.
And then the last one, the largest of our husky presidents, our big boy. Taft. He is the last.
And nary a fag.
No.
Well, now I mean, I guess when we get our first Gen Z president, maybe we'll get some.
You just never know.
Some facial hair in there, like Ted Cruz.
Don't make me puke.
Sorry. I didn't mean to bring the darkness.
Yeah, why are you gonna bring up the words? People, speak of darkness, don't think of it as darkness. We've been doing a fun segment for some time now where we pay attention to the great organs. Oh, I didn't change it from last week. The great organs, people. A new segment, Jeff Guay. We've started going to our autonomy guy. I must pronounce it once, and we know it's anatomy, but we call him autonomy guy, where we do organ of the week. And this is exciting, guys, because we were just going to do the preliminary organs. They're the primary organs. We've done liver so far, Jeff. We've done kidneys. But Clay, I found there's a list of 78 organs. They're not primary. But it opened up a whole gambit here, Clay, of different organs, up to 78. I didn't realize that. That was just like the 5 ones. So I ask you, gentlemen, right now, Clay, we'll start with you.
Are you drifting out of the primaries then?
Well, yes, we are drifting to all 78 apparent organs.
Oh, come on, man. Now you're drifting?
Hey. You did, well, you got Chaz all leak with last week, so you're doing great.
So you're doing like glands and stuff now.
Yeah, we got all sorts, buddy. You just got to take a shot in the dark, see what you come up with. So, Clay, I ask you, my friend, what is the organ of the week? Organ of the week.
Okay, hold on. Okay, well, remember when I did like vas deferens? I don't even sure that's
and that was on the list.
That is one,
yes.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think I'm gonna go there again.
Sure.
Is the I'm gonna go with the one that I had removed, the appendix.
Oh, you've had your appendix removed? I had no idea, Clay.
Yeah, I did when I was 36 years old.
What? How did it feel? What was I've always wondered, what is it like? You're just like, my tummy hurts.
You know what? I had a persistent, weird lower stomach ache, and I looked it up on the internet, and there's this test you can do where you take your 2 fingers and you measure the distance from your belly button, and you press down and you feel relief, and when you release, it hurts like fucking hell, and that's exactly what happened.
Look at you, the one time.
And then I checked. Yeah, the one time the internet worked.
Yeah, I was gonna say, thank God.
And I called the hospital. I was like, "Hello, I pressed on my McNooley's point." and I have appendicitis, and I think I should get my appendix taken out.
Clay, when you call like official places, that's your voice. You don't just do like normal Clay voice, like when you're talking to.
Yeah, I was like, "Hi, I'm an internet doctor, and I want my."
But you were right, Clay. You were right.
I was right.
Did they say how much time you had left? Because isn't that a part of the appendix? Is it?
They didn't say how much time I had left. They just.
Well, buddy, we'll see if it's appendix because you've thrown yours away. Jeff Guay, all your organs still got them, bud?
I think I got them. Yeah, I might have said I can't. You know, it's weird, but I can't remember if I got my tonsils taken out. But are those organs or are those just floating bits? There's like dangling bits.
No, they're on the list of floating bits for sure.
How many dangling bits you got, buddy?
Tonsils under this 78 list. Tonsils are an organ.
Tonsils and testes. That's all I got. Tonsils.
That's what I'm left with. My 4 boys. So Jeff, what do we got? What do you think? What's the organ of the week, my friend?
I'll go with the gallbladder.
Okay.
Also removable.
Let's start with Clayton's.
Stick with the removable theme.
Let's see if it is in fact the
We're like 1 in 78 here. It'd be a miracle if I get it.
Oh no, it's not the appendix.
I feel like I'm heading into certain death here.
Jeff Guay, is it tonsils? Oh, you guys have lost your chance of guessing the right organ of the week. Organ of the week. Anyone who joins us the rest of the night will have an opportunity to select organ of the week.
We don't even get the joy of knowing what it is.
Nope.
The preview?
Nope. People, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up this, Clay. Disaster struck in Polyester Blend some 5 years ago when we did a President's Day show. Do you remember this, Clay? The last great disaster of Polyester Blend. Let me give you a little shot of this, my friend. This is the last time
From 2001, this has been the early years.
This is early.
This is like Power's out in Studio B.
Well, it's just listen. We're just do the opening. You can see how excited.
Oh wait,
I am.
Gehrke, what's the organ of the week? What's the organ of the week?
Gehrke.
Organ of the week. We're going to sub organs.
The organ of the week?
Yes. What is it? We're doing a list of 78 now. We're expanding beyond the primary.
It has to be an organ that Mr. Autonomy Man has.
No, it doesn't. We're expanding it to all 78. Technically, they might be drawn in there. I don't know how detailed it is once you break that fucker up, but it could be in there and it should be in there. 78 organs. Give us one.
It's the tongue.
Ooh, the tongue. I love that. Is he right? Oh, no, guys, no. But I will say for the tongue might, some enjoy the tongue in this area. Okay, people, the next, what we're doing, Gehrke, is I wanted to show the failure of a clip, a horrible clip in the history of Polyester Blend. This is from 2021. I went out, Jeff Guay, and I got myself a president costume. Was so excited. I was like, this is going to be so funny. Just going to play the opening seconds of 2008 President's Day Polyester Blend show.
Where was I?
Let's just say 4 score.
Listen to our sound.
4 score and 70 and almost 12 months ago, our founding father, Clayton Scribner, wrote a declaration that we'd have a great time and a Polyester Blend time every Monday at 8 o'clock. That's why we do this. Clayton, why are you playing music right now? It's not a good time to do that. People, it's time for Polyester Blend live! Let's go. And then go due south. You'll find the number. There's me dressed up as Theodore Roosevelt. I bought a wig. And glasses.
Oh, wow. The studio is built.
I'm a McKinley guy, but they don't make costumes for McKinley, so I had to go as his VP. I had to go as Teddy Roosevelt. This is, in fact, not a lunch lady Doris. But there's this moment.
That was that weird moment where my hair was straight for some reason. I know. It was
like, but then I realized at some point someone comes in and says, like, guys, the audio's not coming out. There's no audio. It's just Ryan in a background. For a second, I'll come back in when you want me to come back in. I was so fucking livid. Like, I was about to just quit the show. But guys, guess what? We came back, did a full show.
This is disgusting stuff.
Did a full show at this moment. But that's what the presidents teach us. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. But do you remember this at all, Clay? Do you remember this?
Dude, that must be like the studio was like just fresh, moved in. The paint is not even dry.
You know, You know what the president of the United States of America would have said?
There's a sweet boy.
Hey, we got guest stars. We got special guests. It's not just Jeff.
The future president of the United States, Charlie Gehrke.
Well, he's at least the future president of Poly Blend. Once you've gone into the ground, this guy will carry on.
Bush Light.
We love it. We love it. Charlie, good to see you, my friend.
What's up, everybody?
God, you're back. Back in the fold, as they say, Charlie. Back in the fold. All right. Next thing up, gentlemen, we got to get to the courts. We have a case I need you guys individually chime in on. People, if you don't know this, is time for Poly Courts, where we have all of you judge on a case. Poly People! This week's case. I'm calling because I need you guys to chime in on that. I need thoughts. I need to hear what the hell's going on. This week's case, snack attack. Favorite current or all-time post-dinner snack. So you've had dinner.
Post-dinner? Like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you have that munchy vibe about 2 hours, 3 hours later, are you just like, after dinner, there's no food, there's nothing? We start with Clay because he already has feelings. He's already shaming out there. Clay, post-meal snack. You tell me at 11 o'clock you're awake. You might want a little snacky snack.
Well, I don't know, man. I'm on a de-schlub thing right now.
3, 2, 1 until you bring up de-schlubbing.
Gotcha. I'm just de-schlubbing. So, did I mention I am de-schlubbing? Did I mention I'm on a diet?
You've never had, no, it's been 30 minutes, Clay. I haven't heard that yet.
Did I mention about my alcohol intake? It's down 80%.
I'm down. Did you hear about this?
I'm morally superior to everyone on this show.
All right, well, Clay thinks everyone sucks or is a fat piece of shit who eats.
No, okay. I mean, like back in the day when I was slamming. I mean, I just ordered Taco Bell and Grubhub.
You mean 3 months ago? Back in
the day. 3 months ago, I just ordered 3 Taco Supremes on top.
That's a
3
meal.
Taco Supremes. 3 Taco Supremes.
Order.
That's why I was waiting. That's
alcohol intake. You gotta roll that order out of it.
Polyester blend on KT.
That's bullshit. I mean, 3. Come on, I'm asking for a
3
snack.
Taco Supremes, dude.
A snack.
I give respect to that.
I mean, no. You know what?
Okay. I would order 3 and I put 2 in the fridge.
Guess what? Sorry. So what I'm asking, that's not a snack, but God bless you, son. God bless you. That's a good work there. God bless you. Jeff Guay, our guest.
You're still with us.
Yeah, you're still with us. Jeff Guay, I mean, are you on the D-Schlub world where you know snacks after dinner?
I'm a pretty reliable dessert eater.
We can throw that in
something
there.
a little sweet. Yeah.
But are you on the thing where it's like, after you're like, I'm not eating shit after dinner unless it's a dessert? Have you ever you're telling me you don't want little popcorn? You don't want crackers? You don't want hummus? And
I thought you were going to ask me if I wanted to have a little crack after dinner, which is, sure.
I did ask for all-time favorite post-dinner snack.
Who doesn't want a little bit of that?
I got a crack snack attack. You know what I'm saying?
I'll go for if I'm feeling savory after dinner, I'll go with some chips and some hummus.
Ooh, yeah. We love to hear it. Yeah. Robert Gehrke, post-dinner snack. Are you I
don't get people that like savory snacks after dinner. Like I go sweet. I mean, it's probably just ice cream. It's probably Americone Dream.
Oof, that's the good stuff. Chatmaster Jeremy has joined us. Chatmaster, where are we at with this snack, this post-dinner snack? Or are we done with it? Are we done with this food?
I mean, once I've had a drink or two, I'm probably going to go for some snacks. Let's be honest.
Let's be adults about it.
Hey, is it the heart, by the way?
Oh, is it the heart for Organ of the Week?
It's Valentine's Day week. Might as well.
Great guess, but great guess. I will reveal it once we've had everyone who's going to show up, and if we don't have anyone. So what are we going to do the snack, by the way, Jeremy? What are we going to do? What are we going to do snack-wise?
Like, what is the snack?
Yeah, if you're going to eat a couple drinks. Oh, I want a little snacky snack.
Some cheese, probably. A little cheese and crackers or something.
Anyone here popcorn people? I love me some, spend a couple hours.
Back in my youth, I'd have the microwave popcorn. Nowadays, I feel like I only do the popcorn if I'm at a movie theater.
Sometimes I put the popcorn inside the Taco Supremes.
Oh, wow.
And here's how Clayton got to this point.
With and the milk duds and all the different things.
Drizzled with that like melted Hershey's syrup.
Washed down with a Viper malt liquor 40 ounce. Just a routine to go to bed.
That's how you keep those LBs up, brothers.
I guess you know what it is, people. We are ordering here. Just, I guess, watch it. You don't have to snack after dinner, but I mean, if you have thoughts on this, please chime in. But we are suspending
this. The concept of after dinner snack. That is so weird.
Well, like 2 hours, 3 hours. I'm not saying like 10 minutes after you had fucking dinner. I'm saying like, do you even but it sounds interesting because I always like a little snack at like I don't know, like 10 or 11 maybe because I stay up until 1. I don't know. Is that too unreasonable? I also don't eat a lot during the day. That's the other problem. I got to get back on that habit. People, you've nailed it on the head to be here on Polyester Blend tonight because we've got a great segment coming up. The state of the Utah Jazz coming up after our first music break. We have 2 things to get through here. Well, 3 things actually. Next one, people.
What was the music there? We didn't even talk about music. We're supposed to have jazz?
No, we're doing president's songs as the music tonight.
Oh, shit.
I realized that I was too late when I thought of it, so I just grabbed a bunch. But if you have one, Clay, send it my way.
Just presidentially themed songs?
By They Might Be Giants? What do we got? What are we talking
If you guys
here?
want to say, I'm just saying any president-related songs. President-related songs. So send me either on the Zoom chat or email me a link to any song you want to hear for the music breaks tonight. Speaking of break, give yourself a break of thinking of the future. Stop thinking of the future for so long. Let's take a moment to step back. Get inside your brain. For a segment we'd love to call Memories. Gentlemen, Memories. Jeff, I don't know if have you been on when we've done Memories before, my friend? Good work, Jeff. Good work. People, he's taking over the Clayton position of the night. We start with Memories. Memories here, people.
What? I'm always in touch. What are you talking about?
Clay, there are so many times I'm like, Clay, your thoughts? And it's like, he's gone.
You wanted people to
send
send
you.
You wanted people to send you songs. So
so you're working on it. Look at this. Oh, and you've already.
But please,
When you go to Clayton,
Memories? Tell me.
He's just housing tacos with milk duds in them.
He's drizzling it with the little 40 on top. Jeff, Memories. We do the same. We ask some prompts to give us some memories. In honor of President's Day, I think you and I will probably have the same one. But Jeff, you started off as our guest here tonight. First Prez election, buddy. First Prez election and your thoughts on it, your memories of it.
Let's see. I remember that my mom was Ross Perot curious.
Oh, so you're going with
the
first presidential election you remember, not just your first. Okay, I love this. I think we have the same one. Yep.
I believe that was 92. Was that Clinton's victory?
Yep. I feel seen, Jeff, because guess what Scott Schlegel was? Ross Perot curious. And I was like, Ross fucking Perot, what the fuck are you talking about? But like, not too far off from that Trump itch, and that's what scares me.
Remember when stupid Dave Mustaine from fucking
Megadeth? No,
Megadeth was like Ross Perot. Who's my guy? Like that douche.
Dave Mustaine.
Did you see those goddamn fucking Prop 4 Ted Nugent ads?
No, let's get. I want to hear a second when we get to the local news. I do remember that one. That was my same one. First Prez election, Clay. First Prez election.
First one I voted in?
Well, you could do either one. The first one you remember, the first one you voted in, either one.
The first one I remember is I remember my mom taking me when she voted for Reagan the first time, 1980.
Damn. Was she like, this is the future, son?
It was the first time she voted for a Republican.
Wow.
And the only time that I know that she voted for a Republican. She voted for Reagan twice.
You were 2?
I was 4.
But you remember it. I'm very impressed.
I was born 7. What's that? I remember her taking me. She carried me into Clark High School, where Jimmy Kimmel graduated from.
Hello. My Ronald Reagan.
And
my Ronald Reagan story, as always, would be in 2004. I'm working in Palo Alto, California. I get a phone call from my dad, checking in, all that. And he's like, son, I'm really sad today. I'm like, what? Why? And then I think about it for a second. I'm like, oh, you're sad that Ronald Reagan died? He was a good man. He was a good man. I'm like, all right. He was Tell people who had AIDS and black people about that.
Anyway, that was my first memory, and the first president I voted for was Clinton in the second term.
Now, were you influenced by Rock the Vote by MTV, Clay? Was that how you got your information on who to vote for that year?
No.
Were you into were you already becoming a political junkie at that point, Clay, or was that before political junkie time?
First time I became a political junkie was when I was into Dukakis '88. I really wanted Dukakis to win.
Baby, Dukakis.
Actually, I really wanted Gary Hart to win. I was really pissed about the whole scandal. I was 12.
Man, Gary Hart.
Wait, I have a question about what was that, 98 or 96?
96.
Which one?
Well, I mean,
96.
Would you have voted for Dole if he hadn't have fallen down?
No, I was a Democrat, man.
I'm just saying, if he hadn't have fallen down, I mean.
Oh, Bob Dole. The Simpsons really did a good job with that presidential election. Swayed me.
If you Clintons were.
Where was Epstein in
we're
96?
okay for the 90s. What's that?
Where was Epstein in 1996? Were they buddies at that
I had
point?
never heard of Epstein in 1996.
Gehrke, first presidential election, and don't stop me when Truman thought he lost. It said Dewey beats Truman, and the big paper went up. I know you were there, my man.
I knew you'd go. I knew you'd take the easy joke. Like the stupid easy joke.
Just the other day, Gehrke, I was like, I gotta stop doing the old jokes. They're so easy, they're so dumb. And then the second I saw the fucking ball on a T-ball, I swung, Gehrke. I swung as hard as I could.
My first presidential election was also, there was a third party candidate. It was George Wallace. Segregation.
Segregation now, segregation forever.
I thought it was going to be the Lincoln Douglas.
I thought it was David Duke. Sorry.
David Duke. Holy shit.
My bad.
Do you guys listen to the Rest is History podcast? Love that podcast. Really good
I thought
stuff.
weren't you Pat Buchanan's communications director?
I did. I do remember in kindergarten in 1980, we had a vote, a straw vote or something like that, where she asked everybody who they were voting for, and I was the only one voting for Walter Mondale.
Lovely.
Makes me so proud of you, Gehrke. Makes me so proud of you. Jeremy, first election memory.
It would have been Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, Jimmy Carter. Mondale was 84, brother.
Jimmy Carter.
You also probably, yeah. I will not let my opponents.
Who is it? Who is it, Jeremy?
I remember telling my classmates on the playground of Woodstock Elementary School that I supported Michael Dukakis, and they informed me that he killed babies.
Hello.
Damn.
You're voting for
and you were
the
like,
guy who
cool.
kills babies? And I'm like, hell yeah, that's my platform. And I've stuck with it ever since.
Dukakis, baby killer. Your next president.
Yeah, I'm like, you're going to vote for the guy who doesn't kill babies?
Yeah, God. Dude's a badass, just laying it out. Nick Faulkner's here, guest of the show. We're so glad to see you. Nick!
Oh, wow.
Is my mic working?
It is, buddy. You sound great. Can you hear us?
Oh, sick, yeah.
Hey, buddy, you were in Memories, first presidential election, you remember?
Yeah, I was just watching. I do remember the Dukakis debates, sort of, but I didn't know shit. I was too young, but I do remember seeing him on TV.
You know what?
And my family being into him.
You know what I think about that, Nick, is I actually think that I remember SNL talking about Dukakis is my first memory. Is like the SNL bits. I don't even know if I really realized Dukakis. I realized it was John Lovitz and Dana Carvey.
I didn't see that shit.
Oh,
I didn't.
yeah.
I like barely remember it. That was like I was like 5 years old.
I just yeah.
I think, but I do remember after moving to Park City, the '92 election. I didn't know shit, and I remember at lunch talking to Eddie McKenna about it and he was like already knew a lot of shit about politics because his family are like very into the Democratic Party, and he was like, who are you like in this election? And the only names that I knew were Bush and Quayle because they were like words that I knew, and They were like the only names that I rememred, and he gave me so much shit.
And Dan Quayle.
You like quail?
And he was that.
You like quail?
Who couldn't spell? Who couldn't spell the word? Was it potato?
Potato.
Yeah, he couldn't spell potato. Good stuff, people. Good stuff. Last memory here. We're gonna go in reverse order. Nick, we're doing State of Utah Jazz, so the only appropriate question is first memory of the Utah Jazz. Nick Faulkner, first memory of the Utah Jazz.
Oh, jeez. I don't know.
TV, going to a game.
It's TV for sure. I honestly like it. It's like the Stockton and Malone days, but I don't remember my first exact memory. I do remember watching those huge playoff years. That's honestly when my whole family got into the Jazz, because we were like more of a baseball family, and then moved to Utah in the 90s.
I did not realize that.
It was just because my dad got into it.
Jeremy, what is your first Utah Jazz memory?
I feel like it was probably I want to say the Jazz losing to the Suns in a playoff round, but I could not tell you the year.
What are the
and it possibly... But it was either the Suns or the Houston Rockets beating us. And I also remember the flag, like just driving around Salt Lake, running errands with my mom, hitting up Jobbers Odd Lot to see what kind of deals were going on. And like just seeing, looking out the window and seeing like Jazz flags on every car. Like people were like 100% in on it, like let's fucking go Jazz. And then they lost in the playoffs like they always did.
That's a shame.
So that's probably my earliest memory. I do remember because my mom worked for Delta and my dad worked for American Express, so we did have some, we had some opportunities from both sponsors or whatever to get some tickets. I remember going in winter once and the like no parking sign was covered in snow. So we were like, well, we think it's okay to park here because no one can see that it's no parking. And then we went to the Delta Center and watched the Jazz.
We love to hear it. We got to go let's go to Jeff.
So, and John Stockton went to my church, so that was also it.
Hey, I remember my friends, Ryan Powers was a nurse, and he was like, John Stockton's son came in today with a broken nose, and everyone was like, whoa. Jeff Guay, first Utah Jazz memory.
He needed a vaccination with John Stockton.
Jeff Guay, first Utah Jazz memory.
I mean, I don't they were in my life from a super young age, but I don't know, like, it wasn't probably until there's a couple battles against the Rockets before the Jazz made it to the finals, and the Rockets were like the villain for a couple of years.
Oh yeah.
And I remember going like a few days after they lost to the Rockets, going into a grocery store, and there were still all these like handmade signs of like the Jazz are gonna shoot down the Rockets. I was like, because to be a Jazz fan is such an education and like sports disappointment. We're really underrated as a fan base in that department. People will be like, oh, this city has never had a championship and all, and like, shut the fuck up.
Clayton Scribner, final last memory or your first memory of the Utah Jazz, finishing up.
Well, I'm gonna share the first memory of seeing an actual Jazz player later on during our discussion.
Can't wait for that.
Wrote a little prose about it. But I will say the first time I ever saw the words Utah Jazz, I remember very specifically my father, right around I was 6 years old, 5 years old, was teaching me how to read the newspaper. Was teaching me how to do teaching me how to read a basketball box score. Oh. So I remember she was like, the Utah Jazz. This is the team just up the street. Utah Jazz.
I remember going to the Salt Palace to see the Golden Eagles and seeing their logo and being like, what? My dad's like, this. They share it with the Utah Jazz, their professional team. And then I remember him watching basketball, and I was like, Dad, we're a hockey house. And he's like, no, it's fun. It's a local team. So that's my memories of the Utah Jazz. We will be speaking more with the Utah Jazz in a second. Nick, you're the last person to go here unless someone else joins us here tonight on guessing what the organ of the week is. Organ of the week, and it is out of a list of 78, not the primary organs anymore. We've already done liver. We've already done kidneys. Nick, give us your guess what the organ of the week is. Organ of the week is.
And it has something to do with the presidents?
Great. That would only make, well,
so it's not the brain, I guess. No, let's say brain.
Okay. Is it brain, people? Oh, it's not the brain. Oh, that's so sad. So sad.
Got any guesses, Janine?
Oh, yeah. Does Janine have a guess? People, the next thing we got to go on to.
You got nothing. Sorry.
She's got nothing. Well, if she thinks someone, let us know. Last thing before we get to local news and before we get to our first music break is we have a new segment on Polyester. Well, it's not new anymore, but we've had a segment for a while where you guys have to find Chaz, Salt Lake City. Jeremy, do you have a point that you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, Janine wants to go for I.
Oh, I. That's a good one. Is it I? Organ of the week. Oh, no, it's not the I. It's not the I. Chaz, it was a good guess, though. It is an organ. People, we have had for some time now our equivalent to Carmen Sandiego, where people, you got to find this Carmen Sandiego all over the world. We're just going to Utah. We have our equivalent, Chaz, Salt Lake City. So, people, we open up your first guess on where in Utah is. That's right, everybody. We must guess where in the state of Utah is Chaz, Salt Lake City. We've got our, of course, rockapella going on because, Carmen Sandiego. We'll let the guest go first. We'll let him go first. We give you a clue, and then you have to guess. Let me show last week's, though. So, Jeff, last week we found Chaz SLC in Lehigh, okay? So you can kind of see what's going on there, okay?
And by the way, show people who did not witness this how I guessed this.
I can't show them. I can't read.
Oh, you can't show them. Oh my god!
You can tell them what you did. You were like fucking.
Clayton, he saw the mountains off in the distance.
Like it was 70% obscured, and I guessed what target location.
and just so you know, and also, so Jeff, and just so you know, the week before we found Chaz SLC in Centerville, Utah. Okay. So you got some hints there. Let's get the first clue and your guess of where in the state of Utah is Chaz, Salt Lake City, Jeff Guay. Okay. All right. That's what you're getting, Jeff. I mean, where in Utah? Give us a city where you think he is.
Let's see. I think he's in Cedar City.
Ooh, Cedar City. Good guess. Is it right? Oh, I'm so sorry. Clay, you got it right last week. I'll give you another go, Clay. Let's see if you can do it.
I'm gonna go. How about Washington?
Washington. Is it Washington? No. Robert.
It's like a little southern Utah action.
Robert Gehrke. Where is Chaz SLC? We love to play. Thanks, Gehrke. We go to Jeremy. Jeremy.
I'm gonna say Layton.
Is it Layton? No. And our other special guest, Nick Faulkner. Nick Faulkner, where in the state of Utah is Chaz SLC?
It's a target?
Well, we don't know that. We just
doesn't have to be, but the last two have been
anywhere in the state.
And there seems to be an awful lot of red.
I think I see the red balls a little bit obscured there. It does look like Southern Utah. I'm going to say St. George.
Is it St. George, people? Is Chaz in St. George? Let's do it.
He's reaching for the horns.
Well, hold on. We gotta.
He's reaching for the horns.
Oh my God! Nick Faulkner! We got Chaz Salt Lake City in
Come
St. George.
1 for 1, baby.
I am. I'm protesting.
Why? You could see it, Southern Utah with the. Well, it looks less like.
Yeah, but are we sure it's not in the Washington city limits?
Oh, he wants it to be in
No,
Washington.
the
We did a
official
city
location
limits
is
check.
in St. George.
It's
I'm
in
looking at
St.
it now,
George.
Clay.
We do a
St.
city limits
George.
check on that.
We did, buddy. It is. It's
City limits get a little squirrely
Washington
in there.
County, maybe.
It is Washington County. Great work, Nick.
City limits
there's
get a little
there's
jagged
less
in there.
Red on this building design. They didn't have the red with white font. They just did a.
Good job, Nick. Good job.
Thanks. I can't believe no one said St. George. Actually, I thought for sure.
Oh, it's always good. It's always good to
There's a
shame-
complex
shame
north of town. There's a complex north of town. That's that why the guess was Washington.
Nick, I know you weren't doing it, but it does sound like I can't believe anyone didn't guess St. George. Like you were kind of making fun of everyone, but like, come on, man, it was hard. It was hard. These guys try their hardest, but you came in.
Oh, no, it wasn't hard, dude. I knew it immediately.
I literally picked a suburb of St. George. So I was trying to go like a little off.
Quoting
off
Nick
grid, but you know,
Faulkner.
whatever. You can make
guys- No one's gonna
you
give
can
you
come
points
into this
for
program
guessing
once
the
every
wrong
3 years
answer.
and make fun of us. That's cool.
It's like once every 6 months.
It really is. It really is. And also, nothing makes me feel better than making people feel bad about where in the state of Utah is Chaz, Salt Lake City. People, speaking of Chaz, Salt Lake City, we are in Salt Lake. We are in Utah.
You just come here and make fun of us and Chaz.
I thought I knew where Chaz, Salt Lake City was. People, we must go to
That was
some
really educated guess, actually.
hyper local news here in a segment we love to call Point of Order. We go over some hyper local news. Not too much stuff here. Well, about a couple items. Gentlemen, real quick. The Eagle has landed. Utah's nuclear, baby. Small nuclear reactor just landed in Utah. Here's what it means for the state.
Teeny tiny guy.
Little teeny guy going to Emery County, going to the power district of Utah, Emery County, Carbon County. We've got to replace these carbon emitting jobs with nuclear jobs. I didn't really read the rest of the article. I just like the idea that we are nuclear, baby. We are nuclear. Clayton, your thoughts on this?
Does everything have to be a photo op?
Well, for these guys, for sure.
I mean, just like go
He's
do
pissed.
some nuke.
I swear to
Go
God.
nuke.
I swear to God, Chaz, Salt Lake City's in St. George. That's what these guys say.
What do you think he's yelling about? I mean, just go generate some energy.
I don't know. It's probably making fun of the immigrants or something like that.
I mean, like,
Isn't it funny when we were kids, nuclear energy, the worst, fuck nuclear. And now it's like, did we get tricked on this? Or I thought the thing was basically nuclear is the
I
way
mean,
to go.
to me, I mean, Europe's doing it just fine. I mean, for me in the West, it's water. Like, if
Right.
you can figure out the water, go for it, man. If you can figure out the water.
Nick, your thoughts on nuclear technology in the state of Utah?
Yeah, I didn't read much about this article, but it's so expensive. It takes so long to get anything online. It's not like a good. I just hope that they're not saying like, okay, see, we did it. This is like a alternative energy source, and now we can just do everything else that we were doing, business as usual.
Totally. Like, nah, don't.
When have Utah politicians ever done anything performatively?
Never.
Right.
Never. Any thoughts, anyone? Jeff, do you got nuclear power up there in Montana? Do you know?
Oh no, we got Trump henchmen that have taken over what was once a purple state. Now it's gone very red. We got coal to the bone in
Coal,
Montana.
baby. It's a cold day in hell till you take the coal out of my hands. You know what I'm saying, Jeff Guay? People, speaking of dead hands, no, speaking of really, I love this. Speaking of St. George off of our
What happened to Montana, man? Jeez, used to be
maybe we should do next week. State of
have an independence streak in it.
the state of Montana next week, Jeff. Well, that'll be our new segment next week. This one out of St. George, Glenudo posts this. During the halftime show, the Iron County commissioner doesn't know Puerto Rico's an American territory. Apparently, the person who is the commissioner of Iron County being like, why is this guy not American doing the show? I mean, Clay, we've highlighted these county commissioners because they're really the ones who have the power down right there in the southern Utah, right, Clay? The commissioners?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
And I just don't know if I trust him, Clay. I don't know if I trust him one bit. And I just think they might be bad actors, Clay. Might be bad actors. Your thoughts on this?
Well, I mean, to this gentleman, I'm assuming is a man's credit, man.
I think this is the Paul guy. I think Paul is the guy.
To Paul's credit, actually, I probably think the majority of the United States probably doesn't know that Puerto Rico is a territory of the United States. So, I mean, you gotta, Cousins. Oh, we love the Cousins. I know Cousins. Yes, he's no stranger. No stranger to saying silly things.
Here he is.
Whatever you do, don't Google Cousins and solicitation.
Oh.
And also, I'm not saying they're bad actors, but they're no Robert Duvall.
Hello, we will get to that in Jeff Guay's.
It was a foreshadowing. That was a call ahead.
This guy knows.
I think the best question to ask that dude. He said, "Why do we have a non-American singing the halftime show?"
Yes.
Is like go back and see what he said when Coldplay did the halftime show.
Or the Who, or U2.
Yeah, dude. The Rolling Stones.
Wait, guys.
That's the best gotcha when British
one
people
of the few American citizens.
Guys, it doesn't count when it's a white person.
Right.
Let's remember that.
Because they would be American if they had the opportunity. They just didn't have the blessing.
They did not have the blessing. Next thing going through really quick so we get to the next thing. To this guy right
Shakira. Don't
where
forget Shakira.
Gehrke? Where are we at with Prop 4? Can you give us a quick update on where we at with Prop 4 in the
I
signature?
cannot give you a quick update. I can give you a 20-minute update.
Oh, fuck it.
What was with the performative spiking of the football today, Gehrke? What was that?
Yesterday. I worked yesterday. Thank you.
Sorry.
They dropped off signatures. They say they have over 200,000, but it still comes down. They've got to get 8% of the registered voters in 26 of the 29 Senate districts, which sounds
chef's kiss.
So it's all about how those, however many they turned in, break down into those Senate districts. They got to dump them in the buckets, and then Better Boundaries folks get to go out and say, "Hey, did you mean to sign this? You can take your name off if you really want to take your name off." And so in Salt Lake County, 1,300 people have taken their name off so far.
Oh.
So it's not an insignificant amount. They
also
made
the Senate district thing is kind of what makes this trickier than just
100% way trickier. Like in 2018, if you remember Count My Vote, they were trying to get the Count My Vote initiative on the ballot, and they got the signatures and they got all the Senate districts, and then the opposition went out and got enough people to remove their names in like Carbon County and Emery County, I think, that knocked them off the ballot. So like it's still like, so they made a big production about like, we got it, boom. And that was sort of
Ted Nugent.
I mean, that's the modern Republican Party. It's all about bluster. You say you won, whether or not you won.
Well, they say they won, and then if they ended up actually losing, then they can claim that it was rigged.
Yeah.
The beauty of this is they made it. These are their rules.
Don't go to that site.
I'm just trying to find info on time. On the news.
They made these rules. They created these silly rules. They created the rules to make it really hard to get an initiative on the ballot, and then they're going to complain about it. Oh, it's beautiful.
Now, we go to our last segment here, and of course, people who don't forget, we have had this guy in the TPOS.
You can't write this shit. I mean, you just can't make that up, though. I mean, I gotta say it one more time.
Yeah, please.
They made it hard to put things on the ballot. And now they're going to complain
Clay,
that it's hard to put things on the ballot.
Who's they, Clay?
The Republicans.
There you go.
They made it hard to put things on the ballot.
Speaking of Republicans in the state legislature, I don't know if he still has this record, but we saw this last week from Iron Deep Bicycle on SLC Reddit. So far, Trevor Lee is 0 for 12 in current legislative session. Is that true, Gehrke? Do we have an update on these figures? Do we know?
I mean, yes, but he's also kind of being disingenuous about it because it's still early in the legislative session.
All right. But we love these numbers for Trevor Lee.
It's not like 12 of his bills have been voted down.
Right.
They just haven't passed yet, which they haven't passed very many bills.
Okay, that's
anyway,
he's passed.
And also, he came out with a bill today that is worse than the other bills.
What was the bill today?
Oh, it's another anti-immigrant.
Who wrote that? Is some dude on Reddit?
Yes.
We're just citing some dude on Reddit right now. Come on.
All right, calm down. Well, grab some articles and put them in point of order next time, Clay. We've got.
Maybe you should get on Reddit, Clayton, and then cite you.
Yeah.
I'm not muckraking that trash.
People, we will get to him after the music break. The great Robert.
I only read reputable sources.
Remember
from
when
PBL
he ended up this guy's greatest role, the greatest role he ever had.
Save it.
Was when he ended up in Clayton's Photoshop.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Deep cut, Gehrke. Speaking of deep cut, before we go on to the next thing, we will go through a couple more photos. We promise we do this in a segment we love to call Zillow Talk, everybody. For those
by Mount Rushmore,
who has not been here before, this is a mansion out in, what is it, Alpine, I think it was? Alpine.
Oh, we're going back to that?
Well, we got to go through all the photos. There's 147. We're going to go through 5 more. For those guys who don't know, $29 million will buy you this magnificent mansion out there in Alpine. We're going through photo by photo. We're going to do 5 here tonight. Here's the new
we discussed last week whose house this is, right?
No, who was it again?
It's the dude it's a tech CEO guy from Domo.
Josh
that's
James.
right. That's right. Gentlemen,
James.
any kind of slidey surface game.
Well, ex-Domo, he sold it.
You got your billiards, you got your air hockey. I mean, guys, this seems like a cool place to hang out. No alcohol, just soda and water, tap water.
Bring your own, man. Bring your own. Look, if you come to my house, I'm not responsible for writing the alcohol. You bring your own alcohol when you come to my house. This is my new house.
Just the pure waste of materials.
Dance floor with ping pong table and karaoke set up. I mean, Nick, this kind of looks.
What is that green stuff?
It's a colored floor. It's a colored floor.
What is that green stuff?
How many times do you think that any of these things were used?
Backlit, or is it LED tiles, Schlegel?
Hold on, God damn it, Zillow, make it easier for me to fucking zoom in on you, you piece.
I think.
Are we supposed to have different colored lights?
They've got their ectoplasmic ghost.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
Slimed. They got slimed.
Slimed.
Are we supposed to have different colored lights and stuff at our house?
I think that's yes. If you're going to be a rich person. Okay, here we go.
Hey,
disco
Nick,
ball.
what color are the lights in your house?
Plain.
Plain.
I think in that room,
non-flavored.
I think in that room they watched.
Do you feel white is superior? Is that what you're saying?
Gehrke,
Soft
easy.
white, yeah.
What were you saying, Jeff?
I think in that room they watched the last scene of 2001: A Space Odyssey, and we're like, "That looks sick. Let's do it."
Oh man, they combined the psychedelic trip out with the actual last room that he is in.
And also, I don't know if you have embers flying from this fireplace that's going to do good for those floors, guys. I mean, I'm assuming they're more plastic than glass, but that fireplace is right up to these lights. I don't know. I just don't know.
Ping pong in fire.
Hey, you burn the ping pong because you could buy another one, Clay. So you just burn it. That's what you use, and then you buy a new one coming on later on.
Just the feng shui is just all
Zillow
messed up.
Talk Order. We will do more photos of that.
You burn the documents. You play the ping pong. You burn the documents.
We should do a shop. We need to do a shop with one of these photos. People, speaking of shop, you have been shopping around for a great show to watch on Monday nights. You picked the right one. Polyester Blankets. Tonight, after our first music break, we are going to do the state of the Utah Jazz. Guys, get ready for your 3-minute speech about the status of the Utah Jazz. We will then go through.
No Woodhead, huh? I thought Woodhead was going to show up tonight.
Yeah, he's got twins that weren't cooperating tonight, so he couldn't make it here tonight. But anyone who wants to join in, let us know. We will come back after this first music break with Jeff Guay, Nick Faulkner, and Clayton Scrivener, and Robert Gehrke. But he seemed to be. Did you get your questions done, Gehrke? Doubt it. President songs, people. President songs are going to be our theme here tonight. My first entry for President song, of course, is going to be the great Randy Newman. Off of Good Old Boys, Clay. Mr. President, have pity on the working man from the great Randy. Clay, we'll talk about Randy Newman when we get back. We'll talk about the jazz. So many other great segments. Thanks for being here on a Monday night, people. Randy Newman, 2 minutes. I'm going to play 2 minutes of this when we come back. 2 minutes. Polyester Blend. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Sure.
We've taken all you give. It's getting hard to make a living. Mr. President, there's pity on the working man. We ain't asking you to love us. You may place yourself high above us. Mr. President, the pity on the working man. I know it may sound funny, but people everywhere running out of money. We just can't make it by ourselves. It is cold and the wind is blowing. We need something to keep us going. Mr. President, the pity on the working man. Maybe you're cheating, maybe you're lying, maybe you have lost your mind. Maybe only think about yourself. Too late to run, too late to cry now.
Heard of him? Name's Randy Newman. Jeff Guay. Jeff Guay, did you ever go through a Randy Newman phase?
I was just thinking as we were listening to that song that I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen.
I went through a Randy Newman phase, I don't know, like 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm a big fan. Nick Faulkner, where you at with Randy Newms? Great answer. Jeremy, did you go through a Randy Newman phase?
Oh, I wouldn't say I went through a phase. I would definitely not say I went through a phase. I occasionally enjoy his songs and say, I like that fellow. But I never had like, I'm like gonna just down all these Randy Newman albums back to back or something.
I mean, he's got a deep discography, so I haven't done that, but definitely the mid.
Yeah, whenever I listen to him, I'm like, I like this guy. He's got a sense of humor, some nice sense of irony. I love LA. You know?
I'm telling you, do yourself a favor, do a little Randy Newman time. I'm a big fan of it. I'm a big fan. Clay, Randy Newman thoughts?
I mean, we've been doing this for how long? We've been doing this for a long time.
6 years, yeah.
No, dude. I mean, how long have we been doing this?
Right.
12, 13.
Yeah. God.
I feel like Newman's always been around.
Yeah.
He's he comes around like he's in our orbit.
Yeah, he's
definitely in the orbit.
Quality husk. I think we're going to need to spend more time on it, but we were missed to say we have a segment. And Jeff, I'm sorry, when you're not here,
a little bit of Jeff Guay Film Talk.
When you're not here, I don't know. You could see I apologize, but Jeremy's here and he takes over. It's Jeff Guay Film Talk.
Oh my God, this is so awkward.
When you're not here,
this is like This is like if your wife and your side piece are in the same room.
I'm sorry, Jeff, but we had to have someone fill in when you're not here. But I think this is a great time to.
Also, isn't it kind of weird? Like we did this huge orgy Sundance thing, and then we're gonna come back and do more film talk.
Hey, we love our.
We just take a week off.
Robert Duvall just died, brother.
I forgot about. Oh, fuck. Okay, actor talk. We can do that.
Jesus, Clay.
The Jazz have been dead for years, and we're still talking.
Oh, hey.
See,
We'll get to that.
They're so dead they just got fined for being dead. Think about it.
Hey, we'll get to that. No spoilers.
Let's start with you, Jeremy.
To be fair, Jeremy, they got fined for playing dead.
Jeremy, give me like just 2 seconds on Robert Duvall. Maybe we should do a deep dive of ranking his movies next week. But and so many movies, I didn't even know how we'd rank them. There's so many. Quick thoughts. The Duvall.
I mean, he's been involved with these iconic moments. Like the most iconic moment in Apocalypse Now is him.
Oh shit! Great point.
You got the Apostle. You got Godfather.
You know,
I mean, it's really in Tender Mercies. He's not like overplaying it. But he just captures this kind of truth. I think he's just one of those actors who, has left an indelible mark. Like whatever you're watching, when he shows up, you're in the hands of a good screen presence.
Jeff, we're gonna take the Jeremy out of this and go back to Jeff Guay's film talk. Your thoughts on the Duvall?
Yeah, well, I wonder when we did the bald
I know.
guy.
I don't think he was on the list. I don't think he.
I don't know how. I don't know how we overlooked that, but yeah.
I forget. I guess the images are gone, but this is yes, we did bald.
He belongs. He belongs on there, man.
Maybe we need to redo this one.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Bald actor.
One of the best.
I'm just kind of going through the
bald actor.
Well, you know what? Did you guys ever see a movie that not a lot of people saw, and it's a bad name? It wasn't the name the guy wanted to. The Geronimo movie with Wes Studi as Geronimo. Geronimo, an American legend. Horrible name. They just bad all over, but it's got the Gene Hackman. It's got Wes Studi. It's got Matt Damon. Got Jason Patric, and it's got a side part for the great, wonderful Robert Duvall, where I think of him every time. Check out this movie. It's not well known. Who was it? Quentin Tarantino talked about it being maybe his favorite Western at one point, which I felt like never really connected on that, but it was always on when I was a kid. Check out this movie, Great Duvall.
Can I chime in on a Robert Duvall
Please.
thought? I was listening to the NPR appreciation of Robert Duvall, and I didn't realize he got nominated for Best Supporting Actor for that Apocalypse Now role, because that's a 2.5-hour movie, and he's in it for literally 4 minutes.
Yes.
And it's the most memorable scene of a 2.5-hour, like one of the great movies of all time, but that's the most memorable scene of that entire movie, without question. And also, I loved him as the editor in the paper, because I think
That's a great. You told me to watch.
He just nailed the editor role.
Judi Dench presence right there, where you're like, you only have to show up once, but you're still
right. He shows up for one day on the set, and he's like, and he just steals the show. There was and then Tender Mercies.
The best line read of that monologue, by the way. Everyone knows I love the smell of napalm in the morning, but it's the someday this war is going to end. That right there is just kicker for that scene.
Well, and he says it with so much regret, and he's so nostalgic. Someday this war is going to be over, and it's like so much sadness in his voice.
Nick Faulkner, Duvall thoughts.
Yeah. Love the Coppola stuff. That's the most iconic to me. I do like that he is in Apocalypse Now for those 2 minutes or whatever, but they bring him back on the recording from the chopper when he's looking for his surfboard, which I always thought was fun, because you had forgotten about the character by that point. You're like, oh shit, what's happening? And we get a little bit more. Underappreciated role of his, I think, is in the movie Phenomenon, because he's the only one that believes John Travolta is magic in it.
And
for a little bit.
Last time you saw Phenomenon?
Oh man, a long time ago.
So I didn't remember him as being Frank Burns in MASH. That was the other one that kind of blew my mind a little bit. Because that was
first.
Yeah,
how much screen time did he have in that?
I mean, Boo Radley was his first role, which is also iconic.
Kind of needed to watch Phenomenon again. Made $120 million. I was just going to say, Jeff or Nick or anyone, Duvall and Days of Thunder, this mellow yellow suit with the mellow yellow hat. Halloween next year, anybody? I think I want this.
Dude, if you
with
get
the
your hands
wind-
on it.
With the
That might have been my first theatrical Duvall film.
Yeah.
I remember
That movie rules.
When I was a wee lad. Yeah,
I was a later adopter of Days of Thunder. Anyway, people, these Thunder.
I didn't know he was in Bullet. I need to go back and check out his role there. I don't know how much he's in Bullet.
He's in a lot.
Bullet.
I was gonna say
Green movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was gonna say my first Duvall hit was like noticing him. First one was when I was a teenager, was in Falling Down of all movies. Pendergrast. He was like the cop that catches him in Falling Down. And anyway, I was just like he was like a veteran stage presence at that point.
That
was
movie's
probably just a throwaway role for him, but obviously commanded the screen in that movie. And then he had command, man. Commanded the screen.
Can I throw in one more plug? Tender Mercies. He plays the recovering alcoholic country singer, and it felt like Crazy Heart. Remember, like because he does all of his,
which is also in.
It felt like a movie that came out 20 years later.
Yeah, and he does all of his own singing in it, which good for him. Like it's not great singing, but it's singing.
Robert Duvall is Max.
But that's the one he won the Oscar for.
The character. Yeah, well, I mentioned that earlier too. But it works because he is like washed up at that point. So him singing, but in this imperfect voice, is kind of like the ravages of alcoholism and time.
So was Crazy Heart a nod to that movie? Because he is in Crazy Heart. I imagine was it like a pseudo sequel?
I will just say this, gentlemen, when my life goes sideways and I need to create a new identity and start over, Jeff Guay, just know you'll find me under the name Max Sledge. All right, Max Sledge will be my future name. Speaking of the future, we need to see where we're at right now before we can see the future. I asked these guys to come together. I'm so thankful they did. Always thankful of their time on Polyester Blend, but I think it'll be worthwhile because I have been so confused for some time where the Utah fucking Jazz are at. I'm seeing the commissioner getting asked questions about tanking. We've had huge trades. People being like, all right, we're out of the rebuild. And then now it sounds like we're tanking again. That is why I asked for these group to come together. I have rented out, guys, a gymnasium at a Mormon church. I've hung out the banners. I thought we'd just hang out.
Oh, damn. I've been in this church. I know exactly which church this is.
I thought we would just hang out here, play some b-ball, think about it.
I played ball in this church every Monday night.
Where was it? I have honestly no idea where this is.
It's up on about 15th East, kind of above East High.
This makes me so happy that this is what you know this one. This makes me so happy. People, the guy volunteered to go first. We're going to do a state of the city roundtable where you guys will give just a brief, less than 3-minute statement on the state of the Utah Jazz, and then we will have a discussion and then the future, all the good stuff. This guy said he would go first, not Autonomy Man, but our good friend Clayton Scrivener.
Whoa, I volunteered to go first
with your speech, baby. You know.
I didn't know I didn't know I volunteered to go first. Okay. I thought everyone got 3 minutes. Okay, I'll read this.
You're gonna go first.
I wrote some prepared remarks.
That's why we're gonna go to right now. The press conference is yours. Clayton Scrivener, you are pinned. Give your opening statements.
Okay, I'll tell you. Okay, ready?
You're doing
this
great.
This is my statement. I wasn't ready. Okay. This is my State of the Utah Jazz by Clayton Scrivener. Ready?
We're ready.
Prepared. Is this mic on? Okay. I first saw my first Utah Jazz jersey in the Petoskey Gym on Lindell Road in Las Vegas in 1983. That was the year they split the home games in Utah and Vegas because the Jazz were going broke. And I remember seeing Dr. Duncan Steen Griffith put on a show that made the County Rec Center feel like the yet-to-be-built Thomas and Mack. I probably played 1,000 hours of basketball on those carpeted courts. Today, I sit here knowing my relationship with the Jazz has dramatically changed from an obsessive peak from 95 to 99 to whatever the hell it is now. Some of that is undoubtedly about me, but a lot of it, it's about the game. It's cultural. It's about the bunk product on the floor and the bunk-ass fans in the stands more interested in miss two and get chicken than in a divisional playoff hunt. To me now, it's an exercise in aesthetic dissonance. That strange gap between who you were when you loved something and who you are now, and what the thing itself has become. There was a time when fandom felt simple. Winning mattered. It felt moral. Like effort, discipline, continuity meant something bigger than a box score. The team had an identity rooted in persistence, a system, and patience over spectacle, statistics. Stockton, Malone, Hornacek, Carr, Sloan, hell, even Gordon Chiesa, Phil Johnson, country basketball, and for better or worse, Larry H. Miller. Winning was ugly, it hurt, it smelled like an ace bandage wrap. You laced it up, you bled. Somebody smoked a cigarette in the locker room. Coach got drunk with Hot Rod after. And honestly, since David Stern died, the league's whackness feels like it's gone into hyperdrive. Somewhere along the way, the culture around the NBA has shifted. For me and the Jazz, it might have started with Boozer's hamstring. Out 3 months with a fucking hamstring. That might have been the moment the mythology cracked. And yeah, I'll say it, I'm not sold on the Ryan Smith era. It's too tech, bro. But yeah, it's also me. I'm not the same person that watched every possession like it was oxygen back then. Winning felt like it was proof that Utah existed. This backwater place that no one knew about. The Olympics came, and now it's expensive, polished, and different. Memory edits the past, it softens rough edges, and amplifies the magic. So maybe the soul didn't disappear. Maybe my emotional filter changed. So the real question isn't whether the Jazz changed or whether I changed. The question is, could I ever get it back? When Dr. Ainge stops inventing knee injuries? When the tank finally gets parked under the Delta Center? When we start playing fucking defense? When somebody sets a goddamn pick? When we put on a jockstrap instead of a diaper and conjure up the ghost of Jerry Sloan? Will there be any part of me left that cares the way I did when Hornacek hit that drifting reverse bank high off the glass against the Sonics in Game 5 in 96? I don't know, but I hope it gets a chance to find out. And honestly, maybe that hope is the last piece of fandom I still got. There you go. That's my statement of the Jazz.
I want to say that I wish Alex Caldiero were still alive so he could read that. for Clayton.
Poetry, Clay. Poetry.
Imagine how we bring it to life.
Well, if Alex was still, I didn't have enough grunts for Alex Caldiero, but yes,
He
that
would have
was.
added some, dude. Don't worry. He would have put it in the place.
Now,
Anyway, that's how I feel about the Jazz.
Clay, how much AI did you use for that, by the way?
Just spell check, just grammar check.
Right. Just making sure. Just.
And I also had it. I had it search for the right term, the aesthetic dissonance, the term of how you feel about something that you've changed and it's changed. I needed to search for that term, and it gave me that.
Beautiful, Clay. This is exactly what I wanted out of this segment for everyone to just. I just want to hear where everyone's thinking, and I got the poetry out of the Clay, but it doesn't always have to be poetry because I know this guy doesn't really know how to speak in public. We don't want much from him, but we accept it. Whatever he can put together, Jeff Guay, we ask you for your 3 minutes, whatever you can cobble together. We heard we went to the mountain and now we're at the basin. So let's just hear what you have to say. Jeff Guay's opening statements for the state of the Utah Jazz.
Well, that's quite the tough act.
Very tough. Very
Sorry,
tough.
Andy. Was it going to be a poetry slam tonight?
No, just like at least tell me that you did the Photoshop I asked you to do.
Shit.
Hell yeah.
Get on that.
I'm working on
it. The Ornette Coleman Photoshop.
I'm working on it. I got it. Okay, I'm working on it. Okay. Keep talking. I got you.
Yeah, man. I feel like the the myth of NBA basketball, I feel like Kobe Bryant really smashed that for me in the like late 2000s. Partially because he was really good, and I had like fallen off post Malone and well, not post Malone, he's
Malone.
sick. But after the Malone and Stockton years, there was like that lull where I wasn't really paying attention. Probably a lot of fans weren't paying too much attention. Darren Williams, Andre Kirilenko, and Mehmet Okur, coached by Sloan. Those years kind of brought me back in, and there were some really, really fun series against the Rockets. We smashed those guys in 7 games a couple times, played the villain.
Had no rim protection, though, man. Fuck.
No, we were never going to win against an actually good team, but we could expose other fake teams, like we exposed the Carmelo Anthony Nuggets.
Clay,
it was really fun to do that kind of shit.
Clay, let him go.
Sorry. I'm just sorry.
No.
Oster tag slander.
Carlos Boozer, you'd just watch him like my friend Seth said that it was like the Matador. He would pull the cape as soon as the defender was running past him. Boozer couldn't defend anything, but anyways, where am I trying to say? I'm at this part with the Jazz where I just, it's been so many years and so many like postseason just like running up against a wall. I got really, really disappointed in the Donovan Mitchell, Rudy Gobert era. And by the time that Ainge pulled the plug on it, I was so disgusted with that team. That was one of the worst defensive teams I've ever seen wear a Jazz uniform. I hated that team by the end of it. I went from loving it Donovan's first year, but that series against the Clippers, it just made me want to vomit in my mouth. You know what I mean?
What year are you talking about?
That was it. You went from like the bubble, where it was fun, but they really were not playing defense, and you saw Jamal Murray scoring like 50 points every game.
Oh yeah.
And I think
that was a series where they went back and forth scoring 50.
Yeah, and it was fun to watch at least. And then the next year they went up against the Clippers, who lost Kawhi, and it was just Paul George and like
Terrence Mann or
and you would just watch like Joe Ingles on the perimeter just like stand there when someone ran past him. And you know, I have a lot of respect for Joe Ingles, but I think what I've realized lately is that those were a lot of like guys that didn't necessarily go on to continue playing basketball in the NBA. And we were really relying on like Jordan Clarkson, Joe Ingles, Mike Conley, I think, was already in like steep decline. You know, he's good in Minnesota as like the 7th or 8th best player, but we really needed him to be like the 3rd best player. You know what I mean? So this rebuild has been rough. It's been 4 years. I think there's a proof of concept. I think that this Jaren Jackson Jr. trade is really solid, really strong. I'm a believer in Danny Ainge. He's the guy that put together the KG Celtics. He's the guy that made the trade to end up getting Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown in Boston right now, plus all the stuff that they used to trade to get Derek White and all the other guys, you know, Marcus Smart and some of the other pieces that they had. So I have a lot of faith in the Jazz putting a really high quality product on the court next year. But I think for me, Clayton, to speak to what you were talking about, I think that the NBA as a whole, under Adam Silver especially, is a joke. I think it's especially hilarious to me that Adam Silver's going on and on about tanking and how bad tanking is. And I'm just like, the reason why the NBA has a hard time getting fans, in my personal opinion, is that it takes about 30 minutes to get through the fourth quarter of an NBA basketball game because of all the fouls. And you just can't watch these regular season games because they're just, once it gets to the playoffs, it's kind of fun. They start letting them actually play basketball again. But I'm just like, if I was wanting to grow the league and get more fans, I would be talking about defense and less foul calls. I don't think anybody is sitting around. I don't think any, like, you know, I know we have Schlegel here. He watches a lot of hockey. I always think of hockey fans, and I'm like, man, what do they think when they turn on the Oklahoma City Thunder and they watch SGA, like, not get touched, but snap his head back really hard.
Drives me nuts.
Yeah,
drives me nuts.
There's a lot of sports fans that would love to watch NBA basketball if they could actually watch some defense. You know what I mean?
I know it was a different era, but the Bad Boys, the Detroit, I'm like, give me more of that shit. People, this has been and will continue to be The Shape of the Jazz to Come by Jeff Guay. People, his dissertation. More
Can I throw out just very quickly?
No, please. And then we have Nick. After that.
I just want to throw out a few observations as a layperson a fan of the team that actually brought Salt Lake a championship. Just a few ideas. One, what if we bring relegation to the NBA?
Wait, Jeremy, hold this because I want to talk about the future. Hold this because you're right on. Okay. I want to talk about this, but we got to give this last guy, Nick Faulkner.
Oh, okay, sorry. You did the ending thing. I didn't realize that was just for Jeff. Sorry.
Sorry. We have one more dissertation here. One more. Well, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Two more. Jeff or one guy who said he wasn't. Gehrke's freaking out. People, we go back. The great Nick Faulkner. Please give us your thoughts.
I don't have anything written.
No, you're fine. Only one guy wrote them out. Only one guy wrote them out. I'm so proud of him.
I was thinking about this more in like the state of things currently, and so I'm definitely like in the same boat as Clayton and Jeff here as far as kind of losing interest. I think that's a given with like most Jazz fans. I still go to a few games every year, and it's super fun. But I'm also hopeful. And yeah, there were like a few points. The Ainge Smith era has been pretty brutal. I definitely am not a Ryan Smith fan. The whole rebrand thing was like such a debacle. I was leaning into it just being funny. And then like the amount that the fans just like freaked out. I was so pissed off about it. I joined a live stream at one point with a bunch of people and just sounded off during that time. But just like, can't we just like laugh at the team and kind of have fun with it? It's kind of stupid anyway. It's the Utah Jazz, right? Like there's always been something sort of dumb and ironic about being a fan of the Jazz anyway. And I think that like, if we could lean into that, it's kind of more fun of a prospect than taking it super duper seriously like it's the fucking Steelers. But people that grew up with Stockton and Malone and going to those games against the Bulls and fucking like, I mean, they're they're diehard like fucking purple blood people out there, and it's a tortured fan base for sure. I think being a non-Mormon fan it's a bit more torturous because you go to those games and it feels like there's a cultural disconnect in like a lot of different ways. And being a white dude, non-Mormon basketball fan, it's just, I don't know, it's weird. But anyway, I wanted to bring up, I'm excited for the Jazz now, and I'm mostly because it seems like they're not going to tank anymore. I'm so tired of the tanking discussion and how much flack they've gotten for some of the shit. Like, I'm like, yeah, it sucks, but also like, I don't know why the Jazz get such a bad rap for doing the same shit that other teams have been doing. And now that they're like, oh, they found a knee growth and Jaren Jackson Jr. is, gonna have surgery. Everyone's like, oh, good, okay, just do that. Like, it's bad to play the stars for 20 minutes. It's not bad to just find some bullshit surgery for them to do and sit them. And I think that has to do with like gambling on the games and fantasy, and people have money on it and they want it to be predictable. Okay, Jaren Jackson's sitting now for the rest of the season. Now I know what's happening with the team. They're still tanking, but whatever. I think that's dumb. I'd rather see the people play and not know how many minutes they're going to play than have them sit the rest of the season. But I am excited that the tanking maybe is over because they I think could be pretty good. I'm excited Keontae George's step up. And I wanted to bring up my last thing. My boss writes for the Associated Press. He covers the Jazz for AP as a side gig, and he just did this write-up on Key. It was really cute. He slacked me beforehand on the work Slack asking if I had any questions for him, and I was just like, find out how he improved his shooting so much, because his shooting and his true shooting has gone like crazy this year, even free throws, like from everywhere. And I got a good answer. I'll text you guys a link to the article.
Yes.
But essentially, he got yelled at by Will Hardy after last season. And I do like Will Hardy. I kind of believe in Will Hardy, and I'm excited to see him have like a really good team. But Will basically yelled at him in the locker room after last season, was like, you're not doing enough. You're way more talented than what you're putting on the floor out there, and you need to do more next season. And then suddenly he like thought about it and is just trying harder. He said his shooting improved because he's picking his spots better. He studied other great shooters in the game and noticed that they're patient and they don't rush their shots, and that they have their spots that they like and they work hard to get there. And so he's been doing that. And yeah, it's kind of cool.
I love it.
What else?
Well,
I
Nick,
think that's about it. I'm glad that they fined the Jazz $5 for their tanking bullshit. Like that's going to do anything. Like the fucking, that's the kind of thing where I'm like, what is that?
Nick, when you say tanking is going to stop, you do mean after this season, right?
well, hold on.
After this season, obviously.
Last guy's going to speak, and then we'll have a round table here.
I just needed to get
God bless. Last guy here, he's been around before. Well, he's a great fan of the Jazz. It's Robert Gehrke, everybody. Let's hear what he has to say. I'm loving this. This is making me so happy that you guys. Thank you for doing this.
I don't know how many of you guys watch Pete Maravich. No. I will say, I remember the Jazz when they were they were so bad and they were so close to leave. Like they were playing half their games in Vegas because they couldn't keep the team here. And everybody wanted him to stay so hard. And it was just it was Adrian Dantley and John Drew. And John Drew got busted for cocaine. And it's like Adrian Dantley was probably doing.
Daryl.
Oh yeah, I mean in those years, and my brother had the Dr. Dunkenstein poster, so I loved.
Hell yeah!
Also, I didn't write this out. This is all free.
There's only one guy who wrote it out. We love him
this
for
is,
it.
This is pure jazz. So, but I think the league is bad now, and kind of going to what Nick was saying, the league is garbage. The league rewards teams for cheating or tanking, but then penalizes one team for tanking. It's just not. And the game is not enjoyable anymore. And so I don't know. I loved the time. Here's where the Jazz jumped the shark. The Jazz jumped the shark the night that Darren Williams got into an argument with Jerry Sloan. And Jerry Sloan was gone the next day. That was the end of the Jazz, because they had so much moxie, they had so much fight, they had so much fuck you power that just went away at that point, and it turned into just another franchise. We're just a franchise, We're a McDonald's at that point. But up until that point, Jerry Sloan owned that team, and he could still crack the whip. That sounds bad.
Easy.
But he could still be in charge of that team and give that team his character. But after that, it's okay, well, we know who's in charge now, and it's not just the Jazz. The rest of the league's gone the same direction. But the Jazz always had this sort of fuck you energy where they brought in guys like Rich Kelly and Mark Ivoroni and Bobby Hansen and, oh God, the guy that wore the face mask, I can't remember his name. Just garbage D-League people. And they slotted them in there, and they'd go out and play their asses off every game, and they weren't a good team. But they would play their asses off every fucking game. And now it's just the Jazz definitely have tanked for 3 seasons in a row, and it hasn't really got us anywhere. I mean, Keontae, I think, is going to be a talent. I think Ace Bailey's going to be a talent. So maybe that's the lesson, is that don't fight the system, lean into the system, and that's not Jazz. That's not Jazz. You lean into the system, you're just another fucking Mariah Carey wannabe, and just you're not playing jazz at that point.
Is it Mariah Carey's the one who's not doing jazz?
Playing a pentatonic scale.
There it is.
Just play some fucking jazz ball, man.
Let me
And
just
also,
say
I have
something.
played on this gym floor so many times.
Well,
It's so
sorry,
awesome.
we got a guy. Sorry, we got a protester here. Protester, go ahead, Jeremy.
I just got one idea and then you guys can jump off for your extended, more talk about the loser.
Jeremy's 100% right on the Jazz, and also they need to do this in baseball. But I know where you're going, and I love it.
Well, I mentioned relegation, but I already mentioned that. So, other idea:
Love relegation.
allow teams to score on themselves. So then it could literally, if you got two teams trying to tank, suddenly you got a motherfucking ball game.
I
And
retract.
4
I
pointers.
retract
If you score on yourself, you can score a 4-pointer.
This man has lost
fuck yeah.
his mind.
I love it.
He's lost his mind. People, we go to the round table. We love it, Jeremy. This is exactly what you should chime in with. We go to the round table. What did you guys hear? What did you hate? Any questions you want to start off with? We've got a couple minutes here for all of you to talk about what you all said and then where you think the future is, and then we go through the things I asked you. So does anyone want to start
I just
off?
real quick want to. I wonder, even just with myself, how much I watch less basketball because the Jazz aren't good versus if the actual product in the league has actually gotten that much worse.
That was the thesis. That was the thesis.
Yeah, I kind of have a feeling that
like
if the Jazz become really good and fun to watch again, that like Jazz fans like us might feel like the product of the NBA
it
is
might
better.
be both. Like if the product in the league writ large was bad and the Jazz were good, you'd still watch it just because the Jazz were good, even if the product was not what it was.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, I would say.
yeah, but in order for
I
the
would say
Jazz
two
to be
things.
good, go ahead.
The product during the regular season, it changes a lot. I don't know if you guys ever noticed this. I feel like it changes a lot in the playoffs.
Sure.
Especially as you get deeper into the playoffs, because this is to me is like the James Harden thing. It's the reason why James Harden, I think, melts down in the playoffs all the time.
Gotta
is
play
'cause
defense.
he's so used to being able to draw bullshit fouls. And then all of a sudden he's playing against Steph Curry, and the refs are like, well, Curry's a bigger star than you, so we're not going to call a foul. We're not going to call Steph Curry for fouls. And all of a sudden, everything that James Harden does during the regular season doesn't work anymore, and he just quits, That happens like every fucking year. But like if you watch, I gave shit about SGA and all his foul baiting, but like once it got deep into the playoffs, like that Denver OKC series, they were playing tough defense. It was really fun to watch. But then if you tune in on just like a Tuesday night in January, it's just a slog. And I think you have to be such a serious fan of a team to put up with that.
There's also there's maybe like 3 interesting personalities in the league right now. Like you look back in the 90s and 80s, like how many personalities, like cool ass personalities were on the court that were interesting. I mean, the entire lineup of the 1990 Detroit Pistons. I mean, it's like there's no like Jokic. I mean,
so
Steph Curry.
Can I piggyback a little bit on what you said? I think it's the personalities, but I also think the game has totally changed because I would rather watch one of those games from like 1988, 1980. I would rather rewatch that. Like where they're fucking just bashing each other in the face and playing tough defense, than watch a game 7 now in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like go watch those 7-game series with the Lakers and the Celtics, and just watch. And I realize Magic and Bird were iconic and like all of that, but like, and then Jordan was like iconic, but like. Just the game was so much more interesting to watch, and now no contact. You don't get to like guys.
I think so. I think one to like lead into this one thing that helps in years when the Jazz are bad that I always find myself doing is just like rooting for different teams, having backup teams that you're like in the playoffs you're cheering for or whatever. But since Jim's in Ann Arbor, he's becoming more of a Pistons fan, and I think the current Pistons are a good example of all that stuff. Like if you saw the brawl that they got in with Charlotte recently, it's like they're that team. And it's funny that it's the Pistons again too, but like Beef Stew, Isaiah Stewart, or like Jalen Duran, all these guys, they're like super tough as nails, good defenders. Like they're that kind of team. I don't know if a lot of people are seeing them play much, but
the guy what the second best record in the league, right?
Good series, yeah. Yeah, they're fun. The Thompson twins, they're like those kind of players. I think like complete, two-way, super scrappy. Yeah,
I mean that's the thing.
There's people.
I thought the Pacers last year were really, really amazing too.
Yeah,
they're fully in. They got fined.
Yeah,
I do think that like the league.
There's that Thompson's twins.
Yeah, they're Doctor.
Amin and Asar Thompson.
Love it.
I do think the league.
One thing about what Gehrke just said made me think of what Jeff said a minute ago about the fourth quarter taking half an hour for the last 3 minutes or whatever. But the thing about basketball now is the whole game is incredibly boring, except for the end, because you're just watching them. Either they're scoring or they're not, but they're not doing anything interesting. So then it's only interesting if the score is close and it's the end of the game, and then they're trying to like work the clock. But that's the only actually interesting part of the game, right?
100%. That's 100% true, I think. And I also think that the NBA went through a phase where it's like you got the bad boys in Detroit, and you got like the physical play, but then Shaq, I think, changed the league because it's like, oh, this guy's too big, and it's just going to be like, and you had guys like Charles Oakley, Karl Malone, like just like put it in the post.
We turn it into a finesse league.
Let him get fouled, and then Steph Curry came along, and they're like, oh, this is better. But I don't know that it was better in the long run. Like
the pendulum has swung into a completely different thing.
Did Steph Curry break the league? Because it's all finesse now, and it going to Jeff's point, like you can't play defense, you can't put a body on anybody anymore. It's really, I don't know. I don't enjoy watching the NBA. I haven't enjoyed watching the NBA in a long time.
You throw the Stephification of the league, and then you toss the metrics. What is it called? The like data, the data,
the analytics.
The analytics side of things, where it's like, if all you have to do is shoot over 36% from 3-point line, and then you might as well just be jacking threes or getting dunks, and that's basically what it is: threes and dunks, and that's not fun. Where's the turnaround J's?
Threes and dunks and foul shots.
Yeah, like threes and dunks and then drawing fouls.
I would be actually going to the analytics thing. I'd be really interested to see how often the team that gets the more foul shots, not makes, but most attempts, wins the game. I bet you it's like 90% of the time.
So can I ask you guys a question about the current trades?
Oh, are we still on the air?
We are. Sorry, we are.
Oh God. Okay, I'm sorry to anybody watching.
I wanted to hear you guys talk about it because I'm interested in that. Like, I don't follow it enough. The trades that happen, the trades with Memphis, right, for JJ, and we got all the. Do you think he will be a part of the future, or is it still a part of the tanking? That's where I'm confused about.
It's part of the run.
Jaren Jackson Jr. is really good. I think
he's a good defender. He's
better than Rudy. Didn't we have Rudy? Yeah. I thought we had Rudy.
And then, I think JJJ is a guy that like they think they can keep for like 6 or 7 years, while Keontae and Ace and Laurie, if they can keep Laurie. What's Laurie's contract situation?
3 or 4 years, I think.
Yeah, so they've got him for a few more years. Like, if they can keep that core together and Walker.
Kessler should be a big part of that.
They've got a team that actually could make a run.
And I think that, like, to Nick's point, that defense is going to be really good. If you look at Triple J,
that would be the tallest starting lineup in the league.
And he's just strong. Like, he reminds me of like an old school basketball player. And I also really like how he there's him and Laurie, I think, are really hardworking players. Like, Laurie's not the greatest defender in the world, but if you watch him, even on these games where it's obvious the Jazz are trying to lose, Laurie's always awesome, and he's always running around. He's always taking it seriously. Like, there's just been so many players that come through the Jazz building that, like, for every, like, Darren Williams, or Rudy Gobert or John Stockton, there's always like a Boozer or an Al Jefferson who just like can't really be bothered to put in a ton of effort, and they just try to rely on their talent to get through. And I just haven't. You've got the Al Jefferson. That's great.
Signed, baby.
Well, let's.
Can we talk about Ike Austin playing the drums? We just talk about some of the weird fucking shit that's happened in the Jazz franchise. Isaac Austin goes up and starts playing the drums with the band pregame, and then like washes out of the league and ends up at Salt Air beating and like.
Oh, you're talking about Luther Wright.
Luther Wright, that's it. Oh, I was. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ike Austin. Ike, if you're watching, I apologize. I was talking about Luther Wright.
Well,
Luther Wright.
Before we
there was such a good piece, and Luther Wright has since passed.
R.I.P.
Like, there was such a good piece in the New Jersey paper about Luther Wright. He was. Ugh.
Well, who did we just lose as the Trib writer for? What's his name?
Andy's changing roles.
Are we all, how did you guys like him as writers? Do you like your beat writers right now for the Jazz? Now there's none. Is there none beat writers? Like
what's happening with Andy?
Andy's going to go work. He's just going to be a data reporter.
I really
always seemed like a numbers oriented guy anyway.
I really miss Tony Jones as the
Tony
go-to.
Jones. I used to follow
I got
that guy.
Tony.
You still got him on the Athletic.
Yeah,
but I don't think the Jazz are his main beat anymore. I think
he does Denver. I think Denver is mostly his thing.
But that dude like was so tight with players, and when he was the kind of reporter where it was like I could actually read what he would say about like whether two players liked each other or not. Like I don't really give a shit about the data. You know what I mean? Like anybody can look at the data and like. That to me doesn't necessarily make you give.
You want the life side. You want the life side of what's going on.
Especially in a league where players are always demanding trades and stuff. Like you really want to know what's going on.
I completely agree, Jeff. I think about that with NHL all the time, especially now that I know what Salt Lake is like. I know what Utah's like. So don't bullshit me. Like the funniest thing going on with the Utah Mammoth, you guys, is a hockey thing. When they talk to people like, what do you like most about Utah? Mountains. All of them are just like mountains. It's like,
what about the people? What about the YouTube TV show host?
Hey, oh my God, you almost made me cry. Any Utah Mammoth, I'll make your life better. Just come on, Polyester Blend. Before we go, any mammoth. I'll take
any mammoth. Just give me a mammoth.
I'll take Tucson Roadrunners. I'll take AHL. Before we go on to the thing where I wanted to ask you all individual questions, thank you guys for answering this. I want to ask this last thing. Not 10 to 1, not 0 to 10, 100. So 100. This team is going to win a championship guaranteed in 3 to 4 years. 0 being like, get rid of this fucking team.
3 to 4. He's solid on that 3 to 4 range?
I'm throwing 3 to 4. Gentlemen, where are you at? Let's go one by one on your feelings about the Utah Jazz. Out of 100, we'll start with you, Clay.
If the range is 3 to 4, I'm going to go with 6% chance.
So what would you like to see the number at?
Oh, I think it's a 5 to 6 year window.
I shouldn't say this. It should be your enthusiasm about the team. Forget about winning a championship. What is your enthusiasm about the team right now? 100 being super, 0 being I get rid of him.
I mean, get rid of him. I'll never be a get rid of him. But I think if you were listening to my opening monologue,
give me a number.
It is not a number. It's a question mark. Ugh. I don't know. Right. I don't have enthusiasm for the team.
Well, so I want to. 0. We can put you down as a 0. You can't even give a number.
I'm question marking the Mysterians right now, man.
Listen to this guy go.
Imaginary number.
Nick Faulkner, give me a number.
I would say it's like not even a number. It's a question mark.
See?
I'm just joking. I'll give it the clean middle of the road 50.
Wow, really?
I not watching. This is another gripe that I have.
I was gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
Watching the games with the whole SEG shit is really annoying to me.
You can watch. Don't you have antenna? Watch it on.
No, I need to do that. I just get bunny ears and watch them. But I am looking at the box scores more often.
I will say, as a guy who did follow the Mammoth on the antenna, it's like 720, Nick. So just be prepared for low quality with the bunny ears.
That's fine.
Jeff Guay, number. Give me a number.
This is
any number.
Again, it's such an emotional question, but I just have to give you a quick metaphor.
This guy understands what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Jeff Guay.
The last couple of Game of Thrones books, in my opinion, are all trash.
Ooh.
But like, if and when that dude finally writes the last book, which you know is going to be total garbage, and that's why he hasn't written it, is because he's just like.
It sounds like he's bored with it. It sounds like he's bored with it.
But you know that I'm going to fucking read it. Of course. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like, you got to find out what happens. And that's how I feel about the Utah Jazz. I'm just like, I'm stuck. I'm stuck with this. As long as there's a chance to win a championship, I really feel like if the Jazz were to win a championship, I could be like free of a curse. You know?
Well, that's a real thing. That's a real thing, dude. I was a Chicago White Sox fan from when Frank Thomas came into the league when I was a kid, and I strayed from like liking the A's and the Giants, like my family, and I followed them until 2005 when they won the World Series, and I was like, that's it. I don't need to like follow them anymore. It was really weird. It was a weird feeling. And it was very lonely being the only person you know that's a fan of a team and they win the World Series or whatever. And then it's just like, well, now what do I do? Even it's a very weird feeling like when the Giants won the World Series a few times, it's like, it's a weird thing when the team you've been following your whole life and your dad is obsessed with and whatever wins finally. Like, it's like, well, now what do we do? I don't know. And then everyone hates them, and you have this imposter syndrome. Are you as big of a fan as these other people? Oh. It's a kind of weird thing.
Well, I would say, like, as a Red Wing fan, I don't remember not being a Red Wing fan. And it was all about we've been the longest franchise in the NHL to not win a Stanley Cup. So when we won in '97, I was 12. Like, what a perfect time! Like 12. Guys, by the way, the Red Wings won the Stanley Cups the 2 years the Jazz lost, 97, 98. I'm living the best life as a Husky boy, drinking Surge, eating pink cookies. You fuckers are crying, and I'm like, Red Wings, Red Wings. Mm-hmm. What happens at that point, though, was how many more can we get? Like, there is like a thirst. There is
Dynasty,
there is a thirst that starts to come on. It's so interesting here. You guys
never enough.
You feel empty inside, or you want more.
Well, what happened was that, like, then the Red Wings won in 2002, and then I followed them, and they were in they should have won cups. They were not that great, and then they won in 2008. And I was by myself at Lumpy's. No one was around me. I'm in Salt Lake City. There is no hockey team here. I am by myself enjoying a team across the country win. And gentlemen, you might say it's sad. It was the greatest night of my life. By myself at a bar, being like, we won! We fucking won! And I got out of the bar and I was like, we won! We won! No one cared what I was doing. And it was raining in Salt Lake City. And I walked around, and it was the greatest night of my life. Gentlemen, who didn't give a number? Gehrke, did you give me a number?
Sorry, I was muted. 100. I was confused. 0 to 100. What is my
0? Get rid of this fucking team
about the Jazz.
Yeah.
69.
That's exactly right. 69. Well, because I think they're going to be contenders in 2 to 3 years. I think they will. I mean, I think they're going to be knocking on the door. They're going to go in deep in the playoffs, and it's going to be fun. And I'll be there for it.
The way you guys,
but I also it's bittersweet. You know, it's bittersweet. It's
they're not going to win. They're going to get close. They're going to get everyone's hopes up. We're all going to start watching.
Gun to all of your heads. You're still going to keep watching.
0% chance.
You're still going to keep watching the Jazz, right, guys?
Yeah, my interest level, I never gave you a number. My interest level is it's a steady 100 until
I will watch the first 20 games next year. If the tank is on, if the tank is off, I will watch the season.
Well, let's do this.
They're trying to win.
I wanted to hear this. I wanted to ask. So I threw out some
No
questions.
doubt about it.
I threw out some questions, and I just think it would be interesting to see what all of you said. We'll do first with favorite player of all time. Clay, give us your favorite player of all time.
Well, I have to look at what I wrote you, but I'm pretty sure I'm pretty goddamn sure I wrote John Stockton.
And give just a quick why not? Why not the best player?
Well, I mean,
Assist
like
leader,
I said, well, I mean, what player watching? I mean, what player has given me the most pleasure?
He's white, right? The white part of it.
No, what player has given me
how much pleasure has he given you?
On pleasure has given me the most pleasure watching. It's like watching this person play is like watching someone like conduct an orchestra, watching a chef make a meal. It's like dude's done miraculous things. He was amazing to watch. He was, no one will ever beat his assist record.
Is he not the
sure,
best
later
jazz
in life, he's a fucking kook. He's an asshole.
He's the best jazz player of all time. Let's be clear, right?
If you were to, Karl Malone has, scored more points, but this guy is fucking incredible, man.
How many of those points did he score off of the back end of John's
Nick, you have to decide. You gave me two. You gave me two, Nick. You gave me two. You got to give me one, Nick.
Okay, I'll do the funny pick, Andre Kirilenko.
AK-47.
That's a solid funny pick.
He's awesome.
Oh my god, I kind of like hate watched him for a while, and then I just got into it. He was like. He was a total player, and like he's not the best player. He's not the best jazz player ever. It would be really fun to see him play in the NBA now because I think he would adjust
Nick,
in interesting ways.
Can you explain his game to me? I know that he was our best player, our highly. What was he? What was his game?
Yeah, he was complete. He was kind of complete stat stuffer in a weird way. He played good defense. He's one of the leaders, I think, behind Akeem Olajuwon in 5x5 games.
Are you serious?
He's got 3 5x5 games where he's gotten 5 blocks, 5 steals, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 5 points.
How early was he drafted by us? Was he early or?
No, he was at like 27th
No,
pick.
he was not.
But we picked this fucking. Is he the best Russian player of all time?
Oh, good question. Might be. Anyway, yeah, he's super funny.
Fedorov might be better.
A couple stories.
To my heart.
Jeff might remember this. This was from the 2007 playoffs when he went off in one game and was like real gritty and played terrific, said Sloan. And then they asked him. Which Kirilenko was going to be on the floor for game 6 or whatever. He said, definitely AK-47 tonight. All around rifle, working everywhere, in the sand, in the river. That has always stuck with me. I think after I read that in the Trib and was like, what the fuck is this dude talking about? And then I watched the game and I knew what he was talking about because the court was the lighter like maple color and then the light blue color in the key, and I was like, oh, the sand is the court outside of the key where he sticks in, and then the river is the key where he moves quickly. That's my theory, at least.
And his wife now has the blanket company right downtown. Is that not true? Like
Fleur de Lis.
I think they've since left.
Jeff Guay, you didn't give me favorite player. You didn't give me favorite player, Jeff Guay.
It's like I knew that Stockton was already going to be off the board.
Okay, is that yours?
Yeah,
Gehrke.
This is hard for me. I'm going to go Daryl Griffith.
Oh, stop!
I just think that guy
Stop
was
being difficult.
Oh wait, no, wait! I take it back. Thurl Big T Bailey.
Well, I went to Thurl Big T Bailey's basketball camp.
He's not the best player. Anyway, we go back to the next one.
Well, no, I thought it was your favorite.
Loved the Jazz.
That was
like,
favorite
even
player. It's favorite player.
Once he went to the Timberwolves, he still came to Utah to do his basketball camp.
I knew this question would be quick, but I thought maybe there'd be some fucking Leighton fans best coach, Clay.
Well, wait, I got a player, Hornacek.
Oh my god. Oh,
It's
no one's paying.
horny.
No one's
You
Jeremy
gotta
feeling
give
horny.
Hornacek because he, as far as I know, maybe he's also a child rapist, anti-vaxxer dude. But of that, like,
he
classic,
is maybe the most clean of the group, right?
I also feel like him and Stockton if they had the like coaching priorities of the modern age, where they're like, yes, take those 3-point shots, like they could have been, changing the league earlier.
I remember him being very important to the run, and so I appreciate that. But I don't know, really, Jeff Hornacek.
I feel like you asking me these questions first is like, I mean, just toss me the fucking softball of all softballs. I mean, I'm going to pick Jerry Sloan. I mean, he's the fucking man. He's the fucking best.
Yeah, did anyone pick anyone but
no
Sloan
answer
in this?
but
Do we,
Sloan.
do we have any like Tyrone Corbin sickos?
Tyrone Corbin sycophants. Dude, my favorite. Can I just tell my favorite Jerry Sloan story?
Is it the
real
one where he
quick?
shits in a bucket? Oh wait, that's a U of U football.
It's just when I only was in one game where I was close enough to hear Jerry Sloan talk to the referees, and it was fucking eye-opening, dude. What he would say to referees with an earshot of like high level Mormon dudes in the church, like fucking apostles, was incredible. You fucking cock-sucking motherfucking suck my fucking dick. Like, dude, just over it.
This
over.
Scary, dude.
This plainsman from like what,
so
Illinois?
good.
This country boy.
Come at me, motherfucking cocksucker. I mean, just over and over. I mean, so good. In front of Gary Herbert. Good.
Can I make the case for Frank Layden though? Like
That would be my honorable mention, of course.
Well, like okay, so first I'm going to
I
make
feel
a
like
case
he
for
made the Jazz a thing.
Yeah, they Jazz would never have existed were it not with Frank Layden.
You can't jump.
Tyrone Corbin, if I may, like his David Byrne suit impression was.
Don't know.
He wears those big shoulder pads. He's like, you may ask yourself, should I put a guard in?
Talk about following. Talk about a hard act to follow.
Anyone still love Quinn? Anyone still love Quinn?
But I like Quinn. But
yeah,
Frank
Quinn's great.
But Frank, let me finish. Going back to Frank Layden, like the guy kept the Jazz in this town. They would
and
not
he was
fit
funny.
here if they didn't win games. And he took a bunch of fucking misfit riffraff motherfuckers and turned them into a contender that beat the fucking Lakers.
Yeah.
Like they took down Showtime. And it's like Jerry never did that. He never beat Michael.
And Frank Layden always did the chili playoff, the golf game where you eat chili and have neon
and
balls.
Then just like fart.
Well,
one problem, Gehrke. One problem with Layden. He sent Dantley packing, and that fucking sucked. He couldn't get along with Adrian Dantley, and he sent him packing.
Guys,
I know.
We have to go into the next one, which is GM. And some of you said no answer, but GM.
Oh, I didn't see that one. Sorry.
The best GM for the Jazz?
Does anyone have a favorite? Is it Ainge?
It's Scotty Layden.
Yeah, it's Layden again.
Okay.
Because he's the one who drafted Carl and John, right?
I don't know I honestly don't know who the GM was.
I asked this about fan tradition, and it seemed all over. No, that's what I love about the Jazz. There's no tradition other than Mormon wards talking about how they love their favorite player. The next thing, and this, I was really excited to ask this question: favorite Jazz season, excluding 97-98. So Clay, I'm asking, and you said 96.
Yeah, 96 was the season for me.
I forgot.
They had. Sorry.
No, keep going.
I was gonna say it was the year. It was the year it was my freshman year of college. It was the year I moved here. I was finally a Utah resident. I scraped off enough money to go to some games. It was really hard making $4.75 an hour at the Marriott Library to go to games. They had some really disappointing.
You were going.
Oh yeah.
How
they
many?
had
How many
they had
that
a few.
season do you think you went?
What's that?
How many that season do you think you
Probably went to 5
Oh,
games.
that's great. That's great.
They had a really rough run of 2 or 3 seasons before that where they got like fucking bounced by the Rockets, who went on to win the championship. Elijah won because Jordan was, remember, playing baseball, and everyone thought the Jazz were going to win, and they got eliminated by the Rockets. So anyway, that year they, if you remember, and I made a reference in my opening statement, they made it to the conference finals against the Sonics.
I know. Clay's referring to it like the Declaration of Independence.
They made it to the conference finals against the Sonics, and were down 3-1 and pushed them to a game 7. They went to the Key Arena and pushed them to the upper limits last second against Peyton and Kemp. And anyway, that was really where they touched the NBA Finals, and I was just fucking in. And so that was when I really was an adult, going to games, and like that launched me into like the stratosphere of Jazzdom, where I watched every game the next 3 seasons, every single minute of every single game.
Nick Faulkner, you put 2017, 2018 because of the meme. Well, why was this?
Oh, that was such a fun playoffs. We did the Jazz Shrine. I don't know if you guys remember.
I remember that, Nick. I was so proud of you.
I was a big part of that.
That was a cool year, man.
It got really big. The playoffs were great. That series against the Thunder.
Love Rubio. Love Rubio.
Yeah, I made a meme that Rubio reposted. It went super viral. I was very excited about it because he had worn the Friends.
Yes.
Yeah, he wore the Friends shirt or something, and I made this, and he posted it on his story. I don't know how he got a hold of it. Like I had posted on my Instagram, but yeah, I've always been curious about the whoever forwarded that to Rubio. But yeah, he posted it on his Instagram.
It was a great one.
His true comedy or some shit. And then we went and lost to the Rockets, which we had done a couple times. James Harden. Fucking
sports, right? Sports. Jeff Guay, 0607. Why 0607, Jeff Guay?
I mean, I was pretty young during the seasons that Clayton talked about. I think that those years are like much.
Were you living here, by the way? Or were you?
I was just about to move, but I think it was the 07 playoffs when it was the first time that the Darren Williams team went against the Tracy McGrady Rockets.
Did you go to any of these games?
Oh yeah.
That was the year, by the way, that was the last time the Jazz went to the conference finals. That's the season I'm thinking of. And I did go
they beat the Warriors, right?
Yeah. It was a really cool playoff. Really cool playoff.
The Derek Fisher eye surgery.
Yeah.
That was a really fun playoff season. The Spurs just fucking crushed us. I went to one of those games.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
But that's kind of like, isn't that just like, at least in the 21st century, that is Jazz playoff basketball, where you're like, if we can get one good round that's competitive, and then we'll get crushed by James Harden, we'll get crushed by somebody.
Well, once again, it was a formula.
This Karolinko quote, and it was about locking down T-Mac in that series against the Rockets, is when that quote that I read is from.
Well, Jeff, do you think that Carlos Boozer and D. Williams, do you think they like their time in Utah, or you think they hate it?
Well, that's a very controversial with Darren Williams. I'll say this real quick about Boozer. He's back in the fold with Utah. He's officially a employee as a scout.
We could get his son on the team too.
Right?
Possibly. We're tanking to stay in that neighborhood for sure.
Right.
Darren Williams has his career. He got bit by the like sort of same Gordon Hayward type of curse, where it's like, you fuck with the Jazz, you'll have something bad happen to you. His career just went downhill really fast.
He had a mea culpa, the moment before Jerry died, where he apparently apologized to Jerry Sloan about.
Gehrke, do you have a final season a season you love the most?
Oh, I mean, I kind of already referenced it, the '88 season. And I have to apologize. They did not take the Lakers, but they took the Lakers to 7.
To Game 7, yeah.
In '88, and it was like
that was Western Conference Finals, wasn't it?
That was
the first time ever.
That was the scrappiest bunch of motherfuckers, and this team should not have even been on the same floor as that Lakers team. Like that was Magic, Kareem, Worthy, Cooper. Like that was the shit, and they took them to 7. And probably could have beat him. Like it was, but that was sort of the emergence. Eaton was in his first year. Like he had Bobby Hansen, John Stockton. Like it was.
Some say that was the first time David Stern picked up the red phone and said, no.
Only three more questions. I forgot to ask
Mark
this one.
Kofod.
I forgot to ask one. Clay, favorite off the bench player. I apologize. I forgot to ask that earlier. Favorite off the bench player, Clay. You gave a long description, and then you went with the sunglasses man, and then you went with Greg Foster. Who is it, Carr or Foster?
That was the thing. Like, I'm obviously very wedded to those finals runs, and the finals runs did not happen without Antoine Carr.
He was the shit.
Absolutely.
He was my favorite player.
He was the man
because he wore
he was a regular at fucking Todd's Bar and Grill in the heyday of.
What? I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, he used to hang out at Todd's. That was after he retired. I mean, when the rodeo boys used to play at Todd's. Anyway, he was the.
But you went with Foster. Veteran. You went with Foster.
Well, that's the thing about Greg. When Gehrke talks about scrubs that elevated their game astronomically, that did nothing in the NBA really, except for when they played 7th, 8th, 9th position for the Utah Jazz. None other than Greg Foster. Those 3 years, he would come off the bench and be fucking like the first stretch four of the NBA ever. Pounded like a center, suddenly just lighting up threes. Like he was the man.
He was
like,
here he is.
He was the famous. He would the famous.
Here he is, excited
throat slash moves.
Scrivener remembers him. Here
That's
he
the
is.
man.
I thought, honest to God, I thought
me.
Greg Foster was going to join the chat. That would have been
We totally could have got.
Yes, Greg.
We totally got.
Here he is coming in, Greg Foster.
You know the shitty thing about Greg Foster, the shitty irony about Greg Foster is
don't know where to begin.
He was famous for. Shaq got super pissed because he did the slash the throat move after we swept the Lakers to go to the second finals. If you remember the Western Conference Finals, second time. He did this. Oh, Shaq was so pissed. Anyway, he happened to let him go after our second run. He ended up getting a ring with the Lakers. God damn it! He ended up getting a championship ring with the Lakers.
Oh, he was during the 90. Yeah, he was there for the run. Okay.
He ended up getting a ring on 2001. Randomly joined them as a free agent. Never. I think he was on the bench. But anyway,
before I go to the next guys, everyone else, how do you feel about Foster?
Greg Foster.
Nick? How do you feel about Foster?
You probably don't even remember him.
Yeah, I know. I remember. I don't have strong feelings about him though.
Guay.
I like Clarkson.
Wait, hold on. Before you get to Guay, Foster.
These guys are right. He's a classic overperforming jazz
player,
jazz guy, and he's an embodiment of the kind of teams that we send into the playoff meat grinder for decades, where it's like the talent, and I say this with love for this guy, the talent level really drops off on those finals teams. I think after the top three players, it's just like, and then we're throwing in guys that are like we're throwing in Greg Foster. You know?
I mean, Brian Russell loved him to fucking death. He was a ninth position player for every other NBA team.
Yep. And he had to be our fourth best player.
He was one of those he'd turn up in the playoffs, though.
Nick,
he was timely.
You threw out Clarkson. I thought he was a starter, but I don't know basketball.
Six Man of the Year?
No, he won. He was
Big
only.
T. Bailey would be a good choice in this.
Yeah, Big T is a good choice. Oh no, you know what I wanted to bring up? This is just to tell a story.
Yes, please.
He's not the best Jazz six man, but Sundiata Gaines.
Yeah.
Because I was at that.
You're spoiler
game.
alerting me.
That is the best game. That's the best Jazz game I've ever been to in my life, and he was sort of responsible for it, or partly.
The mayor of Salt Lake City loves Clarkson, but when did Sundiata Gaines play?
I've got that down.
2010.
I've got that. It is February. I've got that down. I've got that down as my number one shining Jazz moment.
You do have that.
Oh my God, were you at that game? I so many people left. That
It's against LeBron James, baby.
Yeah, Big Z. Zydrunas Ilgauskas missed like 5 free throws in the final like 15 seconds or something. It was like Corver and random dudes hitting threes that they shouldn't have hit, and then Gaines hit the game winner at the buzzer.
It was January 14th, 2010.
Guys, this is Ronnie Brewer.
He was on a 10-day contract, by the way.
This is Ronnie Brewer waiting for him to have Jeff Guay to say it's his favorite off the bench player. Jeff Guay, Ronnie Brewer, give it to us.
He's just he's classic Jazz bench player. He was such a hardworking, great defender, had
Beautiful
amazing
jump shot.
Yeah, really great dunker, and he was a big part of the Jazz being a good playoff team. You know, not the kind of team that could really challenge Kobe Bryant and the Lakers, but they were the kind of solidly the tier below that. And when Sloan died, Ronnie Brewer had a really, really powerful, moving Instagram tribute to Sloan.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
He really connected with Sloan, and Sloan, I think, really connected with
Jeff,
him.
did I tell you that Steph's company gave us like one row, 4 seats away from Sloan before he died? Like when he was still going to games, his then wife, I mean, he had dementia, and he didn't say, he was just there watching the game, never said anything. But I sat for 4 games.
All he kept saying was, "You fucking cocksucker!" He just kept saying that over and over, and it was really uncomfortable because he's in the 13th row.
But to be fair, but to be fair, I kept looking straight.
Gordon B. Hinckley was right there.
I looked at his eyes and I said, "Pick and roll, Sloan. Pick and roll." And he was like, "Fucking cocksucker." My next thing is this. Nick, I think these are yours. Favorite?
Can I wait? I didn't even get to many of my 6 man.
Jesus, what do you want?
Bobby Hansen.
Oh, again, is this 80s?
And Rich Kelly. Rich Kelly is like the quintessential Jazz player.
Rich Kelly, baby.
When did they play?
Bobby Hansen played for the Jazz in the 92 Bowl.
This is Jeff Guay trying.
He went and like buried the Jazz before they got Kerr. He was their 3-point shooter in the early 90s.
And then who was the other one?
Rich Kelly. You want to see a beautiful mullet, my friend? You want to see a mullet?
Trying to pull it up.
But Rich Kelly,
you should have done most attractive Jazz players. There's some really good ones out there.
Clay, we're next week. There's always,
I just love the shit out of these.
Always bits to do. Oh my God.
Yes.
I just love the shit out of these like dumbass white boys that the Jazz keep getting. But Rich Kelly played for the Jazz for like 20 seasons.
Star of 84.
He did not play for 20, but yes.
He played for 15.
44. Look at that.
Jeff Guay, your connection to Rich Kelly?
Does he work at Applebee's?
Guys,
he probably does.
You guys said he played for the Jazz for 20 years. 83 to 85. 2 fucking seasons.
Minus
what
20.
are you fucking talking about? He didn't play for
They were very formative years to Gehrke's.
I mean, Gehrke's like, this guy lives in my dreams. Like, hey, Gehrke, you're asleep
The
again.
mullet
It's
played
me,
for the team
Rich
for 22
Kelly.
years.
We're so glad you're here.
No, I don't think that's right.
Well,
favorite uniform? Can I just say real quick?
Hold on.
Favorite uniform?
No, hold on.
Okay,
It goes to Nick
No,
first.
he played for a couple.
Okay, because Nick is the style
He
guy.
played for the New Orleans Jazz and then the Utah Jazz.
All right, stop griping about it, Nick.
So I was I really liked the Jazz before they were the Utah Jazz, before they were cool.
Nick,
like I got into.
I went a little different on this because I think the obvious choices are like the classic Mardi Gras jazz note or the mountains or something.
Yes, but
I would took it as like what are my favorite ones that I own, and they are this one I got, the Big Al signed one I got for signing up for at Cyprus Credit Union in like 2008 or something.
We got our Cyprus Credit Union, Nick Faulkner, Big Al.
I've got
thanks, Nick.
This is another one, my State Route 12 black black and yellow.
And that's Highway State 12. We love it.
Yeah, because it's
it.
like it's also some Stockton hate a little bit because it's his number and it's the same first two letters, but it's
the best state route in Utah. That's why
it is really. And then I've got the yellow Boyan jersey, which he never played in.
Oh, really?
It's kind of funny. And then my other one that I'm excited to get, but they need to lower the price on the new gray city editions because they're still $150.
Oh, the gray.
I want to do the smog edition. So I like the inversions. The AQI is the name and 200 as the number, but I have to order it. They won't let you do 3 numbers, so I'll have to order it with a 0 and then have a different printer put the 2 and the 0 on the other sides of it.
We'd love to hear it. We'd love to hear it. The next one we'll go to. I think this is the one you want, Clay. Is it this guy?
Yeah, I mean, I think yes. It is the last jersey. It's the last jersey they did, 1996. The last jersey they did before they started fucking with it. You know, it's just the classic Utah Jazz. You know, it's like basically what it was. It was Jazz, the last jersey it was before they moved from New Orleans. They just smooshed Utah in there, and boom, there it is.
It is a good logo with the J and the basketball. We love it so much. Jeff, I couldn't believe you threw this out here, but it does kind of represent your most love. Now that I hear you talk about it, the 07.
Oh, damn. Controversial.
You're throwing
massive shorts.
You're throwing out. Jeff, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's great.
Baby blues,
how many pairs of those shorts do you own, Jeff?
I'm way behind on owning my jazz stuff. To be honest with you, I would love to get. I'd love to get this uniform that says "player" on the back. That sounds really good.
Player.
People, before we end the state of the Utah Jazz, we must go through. I asked you guys. It's kind of the Mount Rushmore, but it's a starting lineup. We start with Clay. Clay, I ask you, what out of all the players that have ever played for the Utah Jazz, what would be your starting lineup?
Well, it's all a slam dunk except for shooting guard, where I had a split. But I mean, depends whether you call Maravich a shooting guard or a point guard. So I mean, Stockton, Maravich. What I put here?
Sorry, you put Maravich, Dantley, Malone, and
Malone and Eaton. That's
really,
it.
Eaton still holds up. Eaton holds
I mean, who
up.
else are you gonna put in center? Ostertag?
I don't know, but like Eaton always was a joke to me. I thought he was just like a tall guy that.
Tell me who you're gonna put in center. Maybe you could put a Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
Maybe you could put Gobert.
But was Eaton that good? I mean, I always thought of him as
his jersey is dangling in the rafters, my friend.
He has the all-time record in blocked shots, right?
I didn't know Eaton was that. Sorry,
highest
guys.
average.
Sorry.
Does his block record precede the defensive 3-second rule though? I love Mark Eaton. Mark Eaton is a legend. I used to hang out with his son. I've never actually met Mark Eaton, but I went over to his house when he was out of town. His son would throw parties. And there's this great series of photographs. He kept those giant Clydesdale horses. Like, that's just the horses that Mark Eaton would ride, because I think they're like the horses that fit Mark Eaton.
Only one's big enough.
Yeah. And he has these pictures. He had these pictures on the wall. Like, there were a series of photographs someone took as he's like fording this giant river that's like he's like fording like through a rapids basically. And he's on the horse. In the middle picture, the horse is completely horizontal in the current of the river. And Mark Eaton just like, the next picture is just the horses upright. They're on the other side of the river.
Mark Eaton has the 4th most blocks in NBA history. Obviously, the number 1 in Jazz.
He was massive, dude. I met him a couple times. He is like,
oh yeah, I met him a bunch.
Huge.
He was a Park City guy.
Rudy Gobert was the
really
26th
cool guy.
most.
He was very nice. Wait, Clay, is Daryl Griffith Dr. Duncanstein?
Correct.
Okay.
I put him as a shooting guard
Why?
as an alternate.
Does anyone have?
If you don't consider Maravich a shooting
does
guard.
anyone here have umbrage or problems with what Clay says?
I mean, I think he's got 2 point guards in the lineup, but
okay.
I would say
who's handling the ball? You're going to give the ball to Maravich or Stockton? Like, you've got the 2 best point guards in the league, and they're both on the same team. And who's bringing the ball up the court?
Great question.
I mean,
fun to watch,
you know what?
You could put
Jerry
Hornacek
Sloan.
in.
Jerry Sloan couldn't crack that code.
Oh, Clay, you've been denounced by your friends. Nick Faulkner, we've got your lineup.
Oh yeah, I did a trick answer.
You did.
Well, a funny answer. I said that I took it as like what 5 would I most like to see play together.
That's fun.
And it's Keontae George, Ace Bailey, Lauri Markkanen, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Walker Kessler.
Why would you want to? Why would you want to see that?
We have never seen them all play together, and I'm just curious how it's going to go down. I'm excited to see it next season.
And get the 8th pick off the bench.
Get AJ DeBonsa in there or something maybe instead of Ace.
I did get
Cam Boozer maybe.
I didn't get one from you, Jeff. I didn't get one from you. You didn't.
If we're being serious, then I think that Clayton's lineup is really good. I think if you wanted to quibble about position, you might have to put Hornacek in there.
I thought maybe you're going to put Horny as the.
Yeah, I mean, you got it. He's obviously in the conversation.
Well, I do think that there's some honorable mentions, but the problem is that like not a lot of Jazz players outside of those guys had like really epic long careers. Like Darren Williams at his height, I think there's a reason why him and Chris Paul were compared to each other. I think actually at his height he was the better point guard during those years at least.
Can you imagine if he had John Stockton's work ethic?
Exactly. It just didn't happen for him. Same with maybe if Rudy Gobert, if we hadn't traded him, but I still think that I'd rather have Mark Eaton than Rudy Gobert.
So, gentlemen, the final question I have here tonight.
Hey, wait! Do I not get to answer? Why do you keep doing this to me?
Because you have the worst answers.
There's no respect.
He has the worst.
All right,
answers.
you put Gobert in the middle.
Oh,
you've got Stockton, you've got Donovan, you've got Daryl.
Oh,
Donovan's playing small forward. Daryl Griffith.
He's making fun of my positions. He puts Donovan at small forward. Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then Malone and wait, is that 5? Yeah, that's 5.
We got Malone. What is he playing? Rover?
No, Malone's playing power forward.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
Gehrke, I'll make a little picture of you with your favorite players, and I'll print it out and send it to you.
Dude,
the final thing is this:
you got my team would whoop the shit out of Clayton's team, because you know what? Pete Maravich is dead.
People, the last question is this. I'll start with Jeff Guay. What is the next retired jersey of the Utah Jazz? And Nick brought this up. It's like, I don't think there's any. If they kept being with the Jazz, who would you go? So 2 questions. Who should be the next retired jersey of the Utah Jazz? If they stuck with us and were a part of the team, who would have been? I'll start with you, Jeff Guay.
Hayward should never have left the Jazz.
The who?
Hayward, Gordon Hayward. If he had stayed with the Jazz, we drafted Donovan Mitchell. We never would have had the problems that we had trying to get Bojan Bogdanovic or getting rid of Derek Favors, bringing him back.
His ankle was going to break at some point.
That happened because he left the Jazz. He would have been safe at the Delta Center on opening night. The Jazz will never play on opening night of the NBA season. He never would have broken his ankle.
I don't want to look anymore.
That would have changed the franchise in a major way if he had stayed.
Nick, who would? Oh, so wait. Jeff, who would be the next retired jersey? If you,
it would have been Gordon Hayward because he's retired now.
Okay. Nick, who would you say?
I think you can make a case for D-Will if he brought them. If he stuck around a little longer and they didn't blow up with the Sloan shit, and that worked out longer, and they got some deeper playoff runs in there, maybe. Yeah, I could see it. You can make the case for a lot of different people. Karolinko.
Is there one of those, Karolinko, you said that before. Is there one out of the 97, 98? It would probably be Hornacek, right? Like, is Hornacek, out of those players, the next one that should have maybe had their jersey retired?
Yeah, Hornacek was the third best player.
He was the third, right?
I think so.
Clay, what do you think? We love you, Clay. Gehrke,
Can I chime in?
Yes,
Like
please.
so. Help me out, guys. Has Thurl's number been retired?
Oh, is he? Well, why would he?
I think so.
Is it
I don't
because
know.
of his broadcasting? Why you also add that onto it?
Yeah. Well, so I think the obvious next one to be retired is Jerry Sloan's.
But he
Like
didn't
that.
have a jersey.
Well, I know.
No,
but
they do
reti-
that.
They've retired Layden.
I think they did do that. Let me see.
I don't
Okay.
think they've
They
retired.
retired, like they did Hot Rod Hundley. They've done all these guys.
Okay, Sloan makes total sense. Like, it's Sloan, Malone, and Stockton. Can we all agree that that's the Jazz?
That-
No,
that
they
is-
retired the number 1223 for Jerry Sloan because that's the number of wins that he had.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they retired 69 for
They,
Hart.
they did retire Hornacek already. That's why I was like, I thought he was up there.
They also retired .1223 for Hot Rod's blood alcohol content.
All right,
I was
Gehrke.
going to say 69
okay, well
in
then-
honor of the 69 shots he did.
Well, then,
when we were-
if Donovan had stayed, he's the best player to come through this franchise in a while.
We should have done this question. The best players, who came through. It
You're talking
would
about
be
retired jerseys.
Donovan, Boozer, Karolinko, or is Karolinko above Boozer? It feels
No,
like
Donovan's the guy.
Yeah.
Donovan's the only answer to that.
Do we
We're talking
draft
about jerseys,
him? Do we
jersey retires? What are we talking about? Best players? What are we talking
Jersey
about?
retired. Jersey.
Had
Sorry,
Donovan
my
played his-
mom called me.
Okay. All right. We'll do this, people. This has been the state.
Sorry, Kirilenko's the answer to the
This-
question about the jersey,
this-
if anyone has ever retired, but it's not happening.
This has been the status or the state of the Utah Jazz. You have heard an hour plus of different nut jobs talking
Remember
about.
when Clayton was like complaining about like 2 minutes of film talk and suddenly, oh, we're doing this?
This was a planned entire episode about the Utah Jazz.
This has been
Yeah, I mean Clayton. In Clayton's defense, he did not bring this on us.
I did because I thought it would be so fun to hang out with Jeff Guay, Nick Faulkner.
I thought it was
Rob
fucking
Gehrke.
amazing. What an amazing idea, Ryan. Thank you.
I love you guys. I just want to hang out with you and talk about things. And I was so confused about the Utah Jazz. I thought it'd be a fun time to
Does
do
this
this.
illuminate?
You feel
Does this
better about
illuminate?
it? Let's get some.
No,
Olympic
because I
game.
still don't know how
Olympic. Let's get some Olympic action.
we are going to do that. But real quick, do we all love the JJJ trade, or are you guys on the fence
Yes.
with it? Okay,
Yeah.
we're all good with
I'm
it.
gonna do it.
You guys have done your obligations.
Big game hunting.
Nick Faulkner, Jeff Guay, you have done everything I wanted. Thanks for being on Polyester Blend. You know, every time you guys show
Bye-bye.
up, I love you. I'll see you.
Nick, it's so good to see you, and you look so fucking good in that shirt jersey, man.
And you, and
Nick, see it?
It's massive. Look at this thing, dude. It's like
You're
it's
massive.
yeah.
unsightly.
but
No,
Nick,
you're massive. You're a
Hit the
bad
wheezy, hit the
motherfucker.
wheezy, hit the wheezy.
but Nick, just so you know, I never call on you unless you are necessary because I know your time. But I just love you. Thanks for being here.
Yeah,
Hey,
thanks for having
Nick,
me.
before you go,
I guess-
favorite Alex Caldiero memory?
Oh no, I need to still watch the video. Did Roger send that over?
Which one?
The one that you guys were talking about.
I
The one
saw-
about
Probably
Inspector
do that.
Gadget?
I'm not like hugely familiar with him.
Did
so
you
I need
watch
to
the
do a
one that
deep
I sent
dive.
over about Inspector Gadget?
No, yeah, that was a good one.
That was a good one,
I
man.
don't know
Guys,
which
I put it in
one
that. I put it in that thread. I'll send it. I'll send it to you, Nick.
We are going
All right.
to do one music break and then we have to do our Olympic updates, and that's the end of the show. I know we are way long. We're back to 3 hours.
But
guys.
Bradford's not here, so we're good.
I know Bradford. He literally said, he was like, just go, you guys. I'll be back next week. So I'm going to come back after this music break because we have to do the Husky Boy. Remember, all of you have a country associated with your name. I'm going to show you where they are in the medals. And then we're going to do the end of the show. So everyone's here. Is Jeff gone? Jeff gone. He might be gone. We'll be back after this next music break. 2 minutes. Someone sent me something. Oh boy. Jeremy, you sent me something, didn't you? I got you, baby. I got you.
Okay. Yes.
We're only doing 2 minutes of this.
I put something in the.
All right. Well, I picked him first.
Song's not much longer than 2 minutes anyway, so it should be fine.
We're only going to play 2 minutes of this.
Got a singing saw solo. You can't cut it off before the singing saw.
We should do a 3-hour show. Okay, people. 2 minutes of this.
Just like back in the day.
Back in the day. We'll do 2 minutes of this. We'll come back and talk, Jeremy, about your favorite song. Okay? We'll be back. 2 minutes. Thanks for being here. State of the Utah Jazz. What a fun time. Thank you, guys. We'll be back. Highest fun. 2 minutes.
A little bit of Jeff Quinn. Film Talk.
For the presidential candidate. For Martin Van Buren, a former president and an abolitionist. James Buchanan, a moderate. Louis Cass, a general and expansionist. From Nashville came a dark horse riding up. He was James K. Polk, Napoleon of the stump. Austere, severe, he held few people dear. His oratory filled his foes with fear. The factions soon agreed he's just the man we need to bring about victory, fulfill our manifest destiny, and annex the land the Mexicans command. And when the vote was cast, the winner was Mr. James K. Polk, Napoleon of the stump. Years he met his every goal. He seized the whole Southwest from Mexico, made sure the tariffs fell, and made the English sell the Oregon Territory.
It is windy in Salt Lake City. Producer Rob's here. We've had some drop-offs. I think it's down to these gentlemen here. Producer Rob, have you been watching the show at all?
I mean, I had the video going the whole time.
All right, so in and out. You feel like you know where the Utah Jazz are? Do you feel like?
Well, they're still in Utah, right?
Yes, for the time being. People, we must get to this. The final thing of tonight. Did you guys know that you've all agreed upon being connected to a nation during the Olympics? Gehrke, do you remember this?
Oh, I'm here for it, man.
Okay, so guys...
Did somebody not do their homework?
Well, that's what I'm wondering. This is where we're going.
Oh, that's likely.
People, I have set up. Clay Dawg represents Latvia. Danny represents Spain. Gehrke represents Czechia. Jeremy represents Belgium because he goes there all the time. Producer Rob represents Poland. Ryan Bradford represents Slovakia. And I represent Ukraine. And what we're doing is watching the medal count of all these nations. 3 points. And Gehrke, let me know if I'm wrong. 3 points for gold, 2 points for silver, 1 point for bronze, and then your total score.
That's just the gambling portion of it.
That's true. That's true. But I think we should do an update. Gehrke, I think we should do an update of where we are this Monday, 26 February 16th, of where all these medal counts are at. Do you feel ready to do that, Gehrke?
I'm ready. I don't know about everybody else.
We should go in order. Jeremy, are you comfortable with this? You do love the country of Belgium.
Yeah, I'm ready.
How much have you thought about Belgium in the last week?
Quite a bit, because I will be traveling there later this week. So I've been planning that trip while also following the short track speed skating team's heroic bronze medal short track effort.
Now, Jeremy, do you have any trivia about Belgium?
About their Olympic team specifically?
Just the country.
Oh, just the country. Yeah, they are the first and only country to have their beer heritage recognized by UNESCO.
Why is that, Jeremy? What?
Because they have, a notable beer culture, which, if, you guys know UNESCO and the cultural heritage sites, and they also have an intangible cultural heritage category.
Sure.
And in order to get, certified and granted by UNESCO, you have to show the various cultural elements of it. It can't just be, we like to get drunk. So they have to present, and you've got some Arab nations that aren't really fond of alcohol. So you have to kind of, put together a very thorough presentation.
It's a long explanation, but thank you, Jeremy. Thank you.
You asked me. You could have just not asked the follow-up question, and I wouldn't have given it to you. But you asked,
Clayton,
and I came prepared with my trivia. So there you go.
I love you so much, Clayton, Latvia. We asked you for some trivia about Latvia. Did you get any trivia about Latvia?
Yeah. How many family members of mine live in Latvia?
2.
6.
Oh, 6, Clay. Well, let's start you off, my friend. Let's go through the count. We have got the live count of all the medals for each country. Remember, it's 3 points for every gold, 2 points for
How the hell did I score Latvia? It's because my family lives there?
You literally said I picked Latvia.
You chose it because
Did I pick the font? Because I definitely would have picked Poland's font, because Rob's Poland's font is pretty fucking cool.
Like, his is a little Tron-ish.
Jesus.
But
It's a little RoboCop.
Jesus, guys, I'm trying.
In hindsight,
I like
someone should have picked Kazakhstan, because
Guys, I
A little
remember
jealous of Ryan's Ukraine font. It's pretty cool too.
We all picked countries that had at least 1 medal or 2 medals in the last Olympic Winter Olympic Games. That's why we picked them. We didn't know what they would do this Olympics, but we all picked from countries that had 1 or 2 total medals in the last Olympics. Clay, let's go through your Latvia. Clay, how many bronze medals? 1, baby!
Latvia's not going to have many medals.
How many silvers? 1, baby! How many golds? The Clay.
What's Czechia? Anyway.
You've got two total medals. We go to Danny, who couldn't be here. He has twins and dealing with a lot of shit. How many bronze does Spain have? Oh. How many silvers does Spain have? Oh. How many gold does Spain have? No. Danny is at 0 with his Spain check. Gehrke, have you been following Czechia? Also,
yeah, I have. Do you want? I can tell you all about it.
Wait. Can you guess every number right?
Yes.
Are you looking at it?
No, not right now. Not at this moment.
Can you give me bronze?
I believe they have 1 bronze.
No, they have no bronze. How many silvers?
2.
2, baby. How many golds?
2.
2, baby.
Damn.
Gehrke. You are clearly.
I think you need to update your stats because I think they got a bronze today, but that's okay. We'll just move on past that.
Well, guess what? We'll do the final one next week because by the time we do the show next week,
do I get to tell you about Chechnya and all of the?
Your trivia. Sorry, your trivia, please.
Why we call? Why you just don't call the Czech Republic anymore?
Are we? Well,
this year, it is spelled with the CZ that way, but
yeah, it's also spelled wrong.
Yeah, I know, but
it's spelled right. What
spelled wrong, but they did
it's
ask to be called Chechnya this Olympics.
Okay.
Well, do I do my book report now?
Yeah, do your book report. Do your book report.
Okay. Well, the Chechnya used to be Bohemia back in the early Prussian ages, and there was a family that came out of that.
The Brickels?
The Tickelmosses, who are my progeny. That became the Gehrkes, the Gherkins, and they were all from Chechnya. And so this is why this is an important place for people to be. Now, if you want to know about their medals, there is a young man, he's a teenager in the 10,000 and 5,000 meter speed skating named Metodaj Jaleček, who has won a gold medal and a silver, I believe. And then there's a woman in snowboarding who Schlegel's just stopped paying attention.
I didn't know I'm paying attention.
Suzara Medalova, something like that.
What am I supposed to do with that, though? Okay.
She won a gold medal. And so they are having so in fairness, they're not having a good year. Like 4 years ago was a bad Olympics for them. But they're like bouncing back, and it used to be a Bohemia, and then it was a Czechoslovakia, and then it was the Czech Republic. Now we just call it Chechnya, and everybody loves it. Everybody just fucking loves Chechnya right now. It's like catching on.
Producer Rob, don't you just love Chechnya?
I bet I would.
I love Prague. I'll tell you that.
I did have a good time in Prague.
Prague kicks ass. That's true.
Prague's in Bulgaria, but that's okay.
Okay. All right, people. Jeremy.
Prague's in Bulgaria. What the fuck are you talking about?
Well, Prague is in Chechnya, but
yeah, Prague's in Chechnya.
I don't know what Gehrke's doing. Jeremy, Belgium.
Nice book report, homie.
You love this country.
Belgium.
So Belgium brought their biggest contingent ever in a Winter Olympics with 30 people. And they have won one bronze medal from the team short track speed skating. And they were the sixth qualifying spot going in, and then they in the quarterfinals they were the last one there too, but then they rallied and they got their glorious bronze medal, and they'll be coming back to Belgium ready to drink some UNESCO heritage certified beers and celebrate their
sounds like they showed some moxie. How do you say moxie in Belgium?
Oh, great question. And what is the leading language of Belgium?
So Belgium has 3, and actually that UNESCO heritage was put in German, which was the least common language in Belgium of the 3 languages, but French of the Walloon region, and then Flemish Dutch of the Flanders region. They do not like speaking French in the Flemish region, so just speak English if you're visiting. Really only use your French if you're in Brussels or you're kind of off in the Walloon area where you're probably not going to go unless you have a weird thing.
Jeremy, hypothetically, if you were in the Walloon region, can you give us some French?
Oui.
Perfect. Nailed it.
Jeremy, you're so sophisticated. Jeremy, let's just go through your medal count real quick. Bronze.
1.
Silver.
None of the others. I'm pretty sure that medal I mentioned was the only
buddy, you're at 1.
But But they're doing better than Spain.
Better than Spain. Your new motto.
Danny would go on like a rant about how Spain won the World Cup.
Spain's the coolest thing ever. I don't know why you don't know that.
Stop being mean to Spain.
Before we go further, Rob is gonna blow us away with his archosaurs the Polish archosaurs. It's gonna be great.
Wait a minute,
and I cannot wait for it.
Rob, that's a great question. Is there a history of Polish dinosaurs, Rob?
Couldn't tell you.
Maybe do some work on that next week. We will have the final Olympics. But Rob, do you know where Poland is at with the bronze count?
Yeah, their full total is 4 medals, just like Gehrke. But
you're ruining
you only have one bronze.
You're ruining. No, it's one by one.
Oh yeah,
one by one. So 1 bronze by Poland.
They only got 1 bronze.
I watched that guy win that medal.
3 silvers and no golds.
Rob, you're ruining the fun of it. Just let us go through.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're just trying to have fun with
it. Poland had a speed skater who was supposed to win a medal, and he kind of didn't do very good.
But wait a minute, Gehrke and Rob, you guys are connected. 4 total. But Gehrke, you do have the 2 golds. That's going to give you more points. Rob, what do you think about you connecting Poland with Czechia?
I mean, we really ought to be doing better. Czechia is doing great. I can only hope that our Polish figure skaters will be able to claw back some of those golds.
Clay, are you looking at what Latvia could do in the future for you? Are you paying attention to that?
What do you mean, like
what
can Latvia? What can you do for me?
Can Latvia give you a goal, baby? Or have you looked into that?
Can we take Greenland from them?
I'm really just wishing there was some way I could pick up the net. Like, can I pick up Norway on like a cheap discount somewhere?
No.
Hey, Clayton.
Yo.
So if Latvia doesn't win, are you just gonna be sad? Like how much emotion have you invested in Latvia?
None. This isn't like when you beat me in poker on Saturday night or whatever.
Yeah.
Is that what you're hinting at?
You get all pissy, you know.
Is that what you're hinting at?
People,
so you're trying to make me mad again?
Last 2 things.
Is that what you're trying to
Ryan
do?
Bradford, who had he was like President's Day, Poly Blend. I have nothing to do with this. He wanted nothing to do with this. Slovakia, do they want anything to do with the Winter Olympics? 0 bronze, 0 silvers, 0 gold. Oh no. Ryan
Looks
Bradford.
like we know what side Czechoslovakia got the talent.
Good point.
Sorry.
People.
Too soon? Too soon?
No, but I've been...
Fair, no, that's fair.
I feel like it's fair to say that Polyester has been full Ukraine since the invasion of Russia. I think that's fair to say we're all pro-Ukraine, right, Clay?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Why are you so... Whoa.
Sorry, I didn't know you were going to cut to me.
Whoa. Just kidding. Clay, why
I'm totally kidding.
It's like, I don't know, that Putin guy's got pretty...
Clay, what do you want, Russia? Okay,
sorry, man. I didn't know it was going to come to me so quick.
We want to make sure that Ukraine has a bright future, and I would love to see them getting medals. Let's see if they've got a bronze. Let's see if they got a silver. Let's see if they got a gold. People, right?
Is it? I haven't even obviously have not been paying much attention to the Olympics. I've been a little busy. The Russians field a team?
No, there's no.
Russians are banned from the Olympics.
And by the way, we should be banned.
Some Russian athletes competing as neutrals.
They don't have like the Russian. They don't have like the Olympic Federation thing.
No.
They have nothing. No. They're just like.
Well, they do have the Olympic Federation, but they're neutral nations.
Right.
Oh, neutral nations. Are they but they must not be putting up much of a. They must not be. They're not even on the medal standings. They're not even in the. They're not doing much.
Well, I mean, they didn't make it into our categories here.
No, I'm saying if you look at the main
a team neutral hockey team, like just all the shit countries.
Russia would be, it would be very interesting.
Hey Clayton, next week you pull together a neutral nations country. You can trade it. You can trade Latvia right now
for Norway. I'll take Norway
right
please.
now for neutral nations.
Well, the whole
Norway,
point,
please.
The whole point was who had 1 or 2 total medals last Olympics.
Got it.
That's why we did this.
Big improvements. We wanted improvements.
So the fact that Gehrke has Czechia, and I spelled it wrong, sorry. I'll work on that, Czechia. Don't get
It's like ceviche. It's like fish. It's like,
it's shrimp. It's cold shrimp. But Poland. So let's just take a moment. Czechia.
Can I talk about my medalists?
Yes.
At all?
Yeah. What the hell?
Cool. I have four medals. 3 of those are all have all been awarded to one young man, a 19-year-old first-time Olympian in fucking long ski jumping.
We love him.
Did he inflate his penis?
Did he?
Yeah,
Did
Kasper
he? What did he do with his
Tomaszek.
junk to win?
Kasper Tomaszek, it's his first Olympics. He went up for the normal height last week, a week ago, and he was the first one to medal for all of Poland. He got a bronze medal. He actually jumped further on this jump than the person who got the gold, because
you talked
long
about
jump
that.
is because long jump goes
this
goes by a point system, which is weird. He apparently didn't have good enough form, and the 36-year-old German dude did. I don't know.
I will say,
you can say it.
I also
But he
have
jumped further.
I also have a teenager in Czechia who is Metodej Zalakjic. And he won a gold and a silver in the 10,000 and 5,000. And Zuzana Madaranova also won a gold.
We love her. We love her.
So here's what I'm saying. I think Rob and I, between Poland and Czechia, we have the future of the Olympics, because we've got these teenagers who are just like fucking gold, just like bringing in the gold.
Look, I also have a pretty great story for the other gold.
Yes.
For the other medalist. He's just 23. It is his first time competing in the Olympics, but he absolutely qualified for and medaled in like the placement for the Olympics 4 years ago. But he was playing for Russia. And then Russia invaded Ukraine, and Russian Olympians were barred from competing because of their invasion of Ukraine, and he was not allowed to compete. He then proceeded to fucking get the fuck out of Russia to pursue his career, and found his way to Poland, and is now has completed his shit, so that he is now competing for Poland in Poland, and Russia wants him as a denial of service, because he should have been helping with the war on Ukraine. And he is now in Poland, and he just got the silver medal in speed skating 10,000 meters.
Can we have all of you look into what he's doing?
Right behind Metodej Zalakjic.
And his name is Vladimir Simaruni.
So I ask Gehrke and Rob, you guys clearly are on top of the history of these people. Keep going, because you are the medal winners right now. We have Clay only at 2, and then we have Jeremy at 1. I'm at 0. A lot of us are at 0. Let us go through the final points of the night. People.
Ryan, question: Did you watch your Ukraine figure skater? I watched his I think everyone in the crowd was pulling for him, but it was kind of sad.
Yeah, totally watch it.
But then, as Janine pointed out, that entire program was just a bunch of men falling down and crying.
Jeremy, anytime men are falling down and crying.
Next week it should just be us falling down and crying.
That's just good television right there.
There's nothing I love watching more than that. Men falling down and crying.
That was good stuff.
Sounds great.
Guys, I do want to do one thing, which is next week, in 2 days, the women's hockey, USA hockey team will be playing Canada. I think they will fucking kick ass and be amazing. I want to show you our new star, which is Abby's a part of the Abby.
I know where you're going with this.
Abby Murphy. And this is what I love about her. We're already up 5-0. So America's already up 5-0. Abby Murphy, our new best player for women's hockey. She does this. She looks at the Swedish goalie and knocks the fuck out of that motherfucker. And I can't tell you how much I love a player who doesn't fuck around. It was nothing but awesome. And then we end the show this way. People, we'll be back next Tuesday. By the way, I'm going to be in Oregon next week. Clay, are you in Oregon next week?
Yes, sir.
Let's try to find each other, even though I'll be coming back Monday. I don't know if we'll actually. Let's talk. We will not have a show on Monday, guys. It'll be a Tuesday show. I'm so sorry.
I thought that was promised Tuesday shows were over.
We're trying, but next week, Tuesday.
Before we go, can we talk about?
I'm going to have boots on the ground in Belgium next week. So.
Oh, Jeremy, what day do you go and what day do you come back?
I'll be this weekend through Sunday, the Sunday after.
When do you
March
come back
1st.
to Utah?
March 1st.
Okay.
You're gonna be out there figuring out the Belgian Olympic team.
I know, really feeling it out.
I'm going to try to seduce as many members of the Belgian Olympic team as I can.
So, Jeremy, we will not see
assuming some of them are back. Hopefully they're.
We will not see you for 2 weeks, Jeremy. Is that right? We will not see you for 2 weeks. But we can send you stuff and all that. But you'll be back live the 2nd of March. Is that right?
Yeah, that's just one show though, right?
Yeah, one show. I'm gonna go. We're gonna do a Tuesday show, Clay, next week.
Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
It's always a little bit more of a challenge with the kiddo, but that's okay. That's all right.
We'll make it work. Yeah,
we make
Gehrke,
it
are you
work.
going to be around next Tuesday after watching all the Olympics and all your thoughts about it? Are you ready to go next Tuesday? Because that's what we're going to do. The final totals of all our countries.
My favorite president is Teddy Roosevelt.
And by the way, we didn't do that. Our caller of all the best facial hairs. We'll get to that next week. People, I must do this. What are our merit badges? Gehrke, what is your merit badge this week? Who do you give a merit badge to?
I gotta give a merit badge to Clayton for not being a stupid fat ass dummy. Is that a merit badge?
I love this. Not a fat.
A stupid fat ass dummy.
Stupid.
Yeah, get it all in there.
That's a great merit badge. Producer
Well,
Rob.
he's doing so good. I'm so proud of my husky boy.
Do you know he's de-schlubbing?
Oh, he is de-slugged so much.
Oh, he does.
Jesus Christ.
He'll tell you.
We could have had a whole show about the schlub that is drained off of his thighs.
Right. The schlub grease is going down the drain.
Clayton, I love you, man. I'm so proud of you. I really am, because you're opening a new chapter. turning the page, opening a new chapter.
Clay.
I sound like
on your long and glorious life, and I'm so proud of you.
Clay,
thanks, man.
merit badge.
And good job not being a stupid fat ass dummy.
What is your merit badge?
Like you were the first 49 years of your life.
Clay,
Yes.
what merit badge do you give out tonight?
Very heartfelt.
How are you retaliating?
I'm gonna give the backhanded compliments merit badge to Robert Gehrke. Just kidding. Actually, let's do that.
Backhanded compliment, Gehrke. Jeremy.
Also, I thought Rich Kelly played for 20 years, so you could have given me that.
Jeremy, merit badge tonight. Who do you give a merit badge to?
I'm gonna give the boots on the ground merit badge to Robert Gehrke because he's actually going to Czechia to really cover that Olympic team. Oh, wait, that was me. Never mind.
I'm giving a merit badge to myself.
Don't make me
I'm gonna give it to myself instead. Boots on the ground merit badge.
I love it. I love it.
I love it, Jeremy. You should, because you did the merit badge. You went there.
Who else? Raise your hand if you're going to the nation that you're like, yeah.
Jeremy, Belgium. Yours.
Yeah, that you got assigned 2 episodes ago.
Producer Rob, your merit badge here tonight.
I gotta say, I don't have any judgments on Clayton's weight or intelligence.
Oh, nice.
That is not something that I'm going to.
Yeah, that's really
pay
nice.
attention to
Yeah.
or care about.
Yeah.
But he did write and read an essay tonight that did include, admittedly, words that he looked up to include. And I love every part of all of that. So essay writing and reading badge.
Writing and reading badge. I love it.
Say writing and reading. You like that I looked up words or that I admitted that I looked up words? Or both?
I like both.
I'm gonna give Gehrke figured out a bit after the bit already started. Mirror badge, where like he joined a bit after it already started, because I asked him to do that earlier and he just he showed up later. But I will say this night and this night only, people, we give the Husky boy of the night to Nick Faulkner. Nick Faulkner, who has been just a gem of the show. When we ask him to show up, he shows up. And that is the qualification of Husky boy. People, before we end the night and we come back next Tuesday, remember it's Tuesday next week, we must go to the prayers of the night. Prayers of the night. We go with Jeremy. Jeremy, what is your prayer of the night?
I pray that the signature gatherers of the paid signature gatherers of Utah get what's coming to them.
Get what's coming? Like people are coming at them? Like wow.
It could just be. I hope they get paid. I hope that the Republicans who hired them actually paid them, because you can't really trust those guys in my experience.
So do you not trust
whatever
them?
the case may be. That's just my general.
316 says
Yeah.
a huge role in
Just hope
culture.
they get
as a
what's
whole.
coming to them.
You don't
Thinking
trust
back to
these
2 or
people.
3 specific
Oh my
moments when
God. We worry about this. Producer Rob, where are you at? Prayer of the night.
I'm just not a big prayer.
So you prayer to not prayer.
I just don't believe in asking higher powers for favors. I think that discourages personal and communal activation.
We love you. We love you so much. Clayton or Gehrke, where are we at with prayer for the night?
Gehrke, you're muted.
Rob has kind of convinced me. Like I feel like if God wants something to happen, us asking, especially Rob. If Rob is asking it to make it happen. I'm praying for my friend. And I hope that he loves the blub. He loves the schlub.
Right.
And I think he deserves it. He's put in so much work.
Right.
And he's my best friend.
Right. Clayton Scribner, prayer of the night, last prayer of the night. Clay.
I'm praying that what I said in the beginning of my jazz opening statement, that I do find jazz fandom again. I hope it does come back.
Oh, that's a good one.
And you had such a great opening statement.
You know, I hope it happens. I said I'm a question mark, but I do. I hope it happens.
I'm embarrassed to be the last person here. USA women's hockey team going to the gold medal. I wore this jersey not because of the men's. We'll see what happens there. But I believe in the women's U.S. hockey team to win gold.
Is that on Wednesday?
That is 2 days from now, so that would be Wednesday. I want to pray this. To Rob's point, there is no God. We pray to no entity, but we do pray to our fellow citizen. Presidents, how do we have one? We vote for them. We pray for a system that allows for voting. We're a democracy. On this President's Day, we want more of that. And we don't want this current president to take away from it. And also, if you want to pray for one more show of Polyester Blend, oh, kids, you'll see it next Tuesday. I'll be coming back from a vacation from Oregon's coast on Monday. The show will be on Tuesday. We'll see you there. I want to say I pray for the life of Jeff Guay, who did a great job tonight, to Nick Faulkner, who did a great job tonight, Danny Woodhouse, who couldn't be here. I pray to him, and all the Husky boys. We'll see you next time on Polyester Blend, Mondays at 9 o'clock. We'll see you next time, kids. We'll see you next time.